Welcome back to Breathe and Bleed Football. In today's episode, we will discuss the knockout stages of the Euro 2020, which is taking place in 2021. And we will also get a little bit deeper into our personal favorite teams, review how the group stage went, review how the group stage went for our personal teams, and talk about what potentially could happen for our favorite teams as well. And yeah, that's about it for today's episode. So, you see the Portuguese flag right there. Again, our guest is here, Aekavin, Portuguese fan. His favorite player has 5 goals in this tournament. Let's give the stage to him. Just talk a bit about Portugal, and then we'll dive right into the fixtures, man.
Might as well call him a replacement for Nawab, who's out again today, by the way.
Yeah.
So I don't think you're a guest anymore, Ikorin. But Nawab will be back for the next video, guys. Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
Still a man, isn't he? Still a man.
Yeah. So what do you think of your team, bro, so far?
So Portugal, for me, have had an average time because let's just say my expectations for them were higher than what I thought it would be. The way Portugal have come out in games so far have not been as convincing as I thought. The game against Hungary, starting off quite poorly, giving Hungary the ball quite easily, allowing them in. We underestimated them. The home crowd really helped Hungary as well, and it was on the back of Portugal. It really affected us big time because they were all in favor of Hungary. It was in Budapest and in the Puskás Stadium. Let's not forget that. It's an incredible stadium, but the way Portugal turned out in the end, 3-0 result. Never complain about a win, but you should approach games like you should start off with a banger, because if you don't start off well, it can cost you in the end big time. And that's what happened in the game against Germany. You see how Germany started off lively, to start off quick on the front foot, and that's why Portugal got beaten, because you see Kai Havertz was let in too easily by Ruben Diaz, poorly marking him, just like how he did in the Champions League final, not hitting at Man City or anything, but the way he defended in the final of the Champions League sort of gave him a bit of PTSD about Kai Havertz again. Then the result was not the worst, but the 2 own goals really costed Portugal big time. It costed our top spot.
Yeah, and we'll get deeper into your team when we start reviewing the fixtures. Yeah. So just wanted like an overall from you.
But the France game was a good turnout. 2-2 in the end. We still made it to the third place. I'll happily take that.
All right.
And that was a good performance as well.
Narid, for Spain, you want to go now, or do you want to come to it when we review the fixtures? I think let's do it then.
I think
for both our teams, yeah.
Once we preview and predict
so let's just dive into our first game then. Of the knockout stages, we're gonna start with Gareth Bale's Wales versus Denmark.
Gareth Wales.
Eriksen's Denmark.
Yep.
Come on,
Eric. So yeah, Narid, you want to go first for this one? Then we'll go to our guest.
Sure. Honestly, looking at all of the fixtures, 8 games, round 16, knockout stages, in my opinion, this is the most tricky one, right? So it's the trickiest one of all.
Yeah.
To predict, in my opinion, because if you look at the rest, obviously there are games of England, Germany, Belgium, Portugal. You can argue Croatia, Spain. The rest are all clear favorites, but this one, and with probably Sweden, Ukraine, again, you could argue for both to go through, but Denmark for me, because for me, the only reason they lost their first game against Finland is because of what happened, obviously. That's the only reason, right?
Yes.
Because they started the game of 40 minutes, I think, until it happened with Christian. Denmark, they were dominating the whole game. Like they were literally playing the whole game in Finland's half. And shout out to their goalkeeper, giving out fantasy points that day.
Oh, Radecki.
And unlucky to the people who benched him and stuff. But then, like, would expect him to pull out those saves and end up with a clean sheet. But second half, they came out and, like, UEFA, I don't want to get much into them, but how dare did they literally, you guys saw, right? They told that if you don't play on in the second half,
you have to lose 3-0.
You play the next day, like noon or something. It's like quite an early game, or you forfeit the game, you lose 3-0. So was it Peter Schmeichel came out to say that?
Yeah.
Not Casper. It's Peter, right?
So no, Casper, I think.
Peter came out
it was
first.
Peter, man.
And Casper came out and second,
exactly.
supported it. Yeah.
So it doesn't make any sense. How can you pressure them to play on after? Because for the Finnish players, they were there too. So even they witnessed what happened. They were crying as well, I saw. But it obviously it would affect would affect more to Denmark, obviously, right? Because it's their teammate. So for them to go through and watch whatever happened, and obviously we saw like a bit of it. Thank God.
Sorry. I should mute my phone.
Yeah, it's all good. So, I mean, we saw the scenes that, we never thought we would actually see it as well that day on national television and stuff, but
live in front of our eyes.
And you can't blame BBC or for us as like NBT and Choose for all that, because it's literally UEFA though. Like, I mean,
my thing
it's another whole conversation about it's another whole conversation, because again, if you're the cameraman, imagine first you got to go to Ericsson because they thought, it's one of those normal injuries. You have to go to the player first.
Yeah.
So that's when he first saw like his eyes were just wide open and stuff, and we're like, whoa. And then after that, we saw the whole thing later on. Yeah, I don't want to really talk much into it because it's going to remind me of all those scenes. But obviously, I was tearing up, not gonna lie. But then that's why they lost the game. But then against Belgium, I think they had a great start. They got the goal, but obviously KDB came on, changed the game. That's KDB, so he does what he does, comes on the pitch and changes the game. But the last game, they show what they're about. They know Ericsson is fine now. They know Ericsson's literally not that far in the stadium. I heard before he got released from the hospital, he probably heard the whole stadium going mad. Like the stadium erupted when, was it Damsgaard who got the first goal for them against Scotland? And talk about Christensen's screamer, man. Like it just showed me that team, they're literally playing for just one guy, Christian Eriksen. Yeah. And that is why I fancy them going through. I want to see them go through the furthest they can. And I think it's obviously to the quarters. That's the furthest they can go, in my opinion. But again, Wales, you can't sleep on them when you have man like Gareth Bale on the pitch. Dan James can cause Westergaard and all these guys, another guard in the team, all these guys trouble at the back. So Dan James, Harry Wilson hasn't been much of an impact so far this tournament, but he can always come on and cause a problem from a set piece, from a free kick. And yeah, I mean, they're still quite like Aaron Ramsey making those runs. I think Wales, they played against Turkey, when they won 2-0, and how Gareth Bale, it was all credit goes to him for the second goal, right? That solo before the assist.
Expect Turkey to win that game, but
Turkey, so much expectations. I was the one who actually gave them to qualify, I think, as my second. You guys said Denmark, if I'm not wrong. No,
Switzerland,
yeah. Switzerland.
Probably called Turkey the dark horses.
And we're not going to talk about the teams that got knocked out, but yeah, I mean, for me, I fancy Denmark, but it is going to be a close game. Like, I would be surprised again if it's Wales, if it goes to pens, extra time, whatever. I just fancy Denmarkers are going to play for one guy, and I do want them to win because of that one player. Get well soon, Christian Eriksen from Team BBF, by the way.
Yes, sir. All right, Aekavin.
I was just doing my predictions a bit ago on the app.
And what did the app tell you?
I went for a 2-1 Denmark win.
Okay.
You want to give out scores for fun?
Nah, I just like to put it out there,
Yeah, but I mean,
Yeah,
we
we
can do it though
can.
for
Give
for
me
me,
yours, Narit.
So
just to
so
make
I
it
went
fun,
for
Denmark wins it on pens
so
5-4. And in
Denmark
the
winning on pens
120
5-4 would
minutes,
be
it
fun.
ends 0-0. I think we'll see a lot of 0-0 now that's knockout stages. They'll play safe. So either 1-1, but I'll go 0-0, full time, extra time, 0-0 again, and then 5-4 in pens, Denmark through.
Gareth Bale misses or
Denmark
Kiefer Moore?
Kiefer Moore.
G-Vale.
Yeah, G
Oh,
Bale.
no.
Okay.
Because he'd probably be the fifth one to take it last one.
Yeah.
Gareth Bale skying his penalty in the game against
and Casper just going crazy after that.
Against who was it again? Was it against
it was
Turkey,
against
right?
Turkey only.
Turkey,
I had it in my
Turkey.
fantasy, man. 2
Skied
assists
it.
would miss the pen.
Oh yeah.
But then he earned the
But
pen
he earned the
himself.
pen.
So,
Yeah.
Imagine somebody captaining him getting a goal and 2 assists.
Someone did, no? Oh no, someone didn't.
captained Gareth Bale?
No. That was someone else.
yeah,
I said Gareth Bale would get the first goal, but I have faith in that. But
so what was your score again?
Good job, the Wales.
2-1 Denmark.
2-1 to Denmark. Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
Do you have more to say or should I go?
Go for it.
All right. I agree with both of you, Denmark as well. But Wales have impressed me, man. I thought Wales would finish rock bottom of their group.
Agreed.
And
Wales will finish
I think
somehow
they
they
have a really
runners-up.
solid team. Gareth Bale's been amazing. Gareth Bale shows that when he cares, he can play. Like when he cares, he can really play. He cares about getting his nation into the next round, so therefore he can play. If you don't give it,
that move to Spurs really helped, though. Really helped.
Yeah,
really helped him a lot.
It's a bit of a bad attitude, but it's still a great player.
Yeah, I mean, he admitted.
Yeah.
What was the move to Spurs for, and hard work pays off.
And another person I'd like to big up is this guy, man. Started at the non-leagues, then to League 2, League 1, Championship, Euros. Kiefer Moore, you legend, man.
Yep.
Legend guy. And you saw that picture.
He's a header merchant, man.
Yeah, the picture of him where he's got that headband thingy where he got injured, and then the next game he's on the floor with like blood coming out of his nostril. What a legend guy, man. Goes in, all hard in. Never gonna make it to a top big club for sure, because he's one of those big target man, championship type of players.
Blood, sweat, and their tears.
He reminds me of the Dykes guy from Scotland.
Lyndon Dykes.
Is he a Queen's Park striker or something?
He is from the championship.
QPR or something.
Yeah. Yes. I think QPR. Yeah. And a fun fact: championship players have had more goals than La Liga players in this year's Euro Cup. Griezmann is the only La Liga player to score, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, I think I'm right. I think I'm right.
No. Yeah. Wait, didn't Gerard Moreno score?
Gerard Moreno,
he scored?
He missed a pen and he didn't score one of the 5 goals last night.
Yesterday.
Who did Spain have? Who scored all the goals for Spain? So it was.
I mean, there were literally two on goals. Yeah, 2 on goals, literally.
Yeah.
And Ferran Torres.
Premier League. And
who scored? Wait.
Did Morata? No, Morata didn't.
No.
Didn't score.
Who scored?
Wait, I'm just going blank
right now. Torres.
Yeah, I'm going blank too, man. We just watched this last night.
Laporte header and Sarabia, yeah.
And Sarabia
is in PSG, right?
So, and the other 2 are in City.
Yep.
So I was correct.
Yep.
So yeah, it's a crazy Euro Cup. So yeah, big up Wales,
stat.
man. But I agree with you guys. The road for Wales ends right here. It's gonna be Denmark only that's gonna win it. So moving on to the next game from the same night. Yes, it is Italy versus Austria. And since I went to Narit first for the first one, I'll go to Aekavin to you first for this one. Aekavin, give me your thoughts on Italy versus Austria.
Italy have been, for me, the best team of the Euro so far. They've conceded 0 goals and unbeaten in 11 games now, I think. It's an incredible record if you think about it. They've conceded 7 goals in the last 3 years, and they've not made it to a major tournament since Euro 2016. And for them to come,
they're unbeaten. They're unbeaten since 2018, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, 2018.
Because they missed out on the last World Cup as well. So since then, they're unbeaten until now. I think it's like almost 30 games now, like 29.
And they conceded 7 goals only as well. 7 goals conceded in these
Fantastic.
past 3 years. For
Shout
me,
out
Italy,
Mancini, man. What a job he's been doing.
Roberto Mancini has come in and filled in the job very well from the previous manager. And for me, I think it's just straight up Italy win for me. I don't see Austria getting. I see Austria maybe causing some trouble and putting up a fight, but I think it's the no-brainer Italy win here for me. No-brainer.
Yeah. Nerd.
I echo everything he just said. The Italians, for me, team of the tournament so far, 100%. They're yet to concede just like England, but then England didn't win all their games, did they? And they weren't as convincing, just 1-0, 1-0, and 0-0 against Scotland. So 100% Italy, team of the tournament, 3-0, 3-0, 2-0. No, against Wales, 1-0. But again, 7 goals scored, conceded 0. Austria, yeah, like Aekavin said, I don't see them causing any trouble at all. The only guy I can see causing any problem is Arnautovic, and that's for different reasons as well. So yeah, but I'm saying Arnautovic for different reasons,
the other type of troubles.
Yeah, exactly. And Alaba, obviously, he's the talisman of his country, of his I was gonna say club, but he's moving to Madrid now. But yeah, I mean, all the chances comes from him, actually. Like, if you watch their games, like, this guy literally whipping in balls from the left.
Yeah.
I think he got an assist already in the tournament. He's seeing all their set pieces. Arnautovic, he was so wasteful in the last game, I remember, like, missing all sort of chances, left, right, and center. But yeah, I mean, should be a comfortable win for the Italians. Just to give a score, Italy 2-0.
Yeah.
I not only agree with everything you said, I also agree with the score line right there, 2-0. Yeah. But I really do think Italy is gonna Italy is gonna walk past them.
Yep.
Yeah, I feel that they're gonna beat them in all fronts, defense, mid, forward. Locatelli, man, this guy, insane person, bro. 2 goals, plays like a
like I just love their whole team. Spinazzola, actually, and it's not like the old Italy side where Conte right before this plays 3 at the back and all that. But I love how, like I said in the last video, when we were previewing the whole tournament, that Mancini actually mixed up the experienced players with the youngsters. So their center backs are still Chiellini and Bonucci, and they have Spinazzola.
Gotta give huge credit to
who's so good in attacking. He reminds me of Gosens for Germany, but at least Gosens he's playing left wing back. This guy's playing left back. Spinazzola, he's coming up, getting those decent chances and crosses in, and the Barella,
and I think
Jorginho. I never rated Jorginho as a player. I thought all he does is score pens. Now I know what he's about, like bossing the mid, and controlling the game. And I mean, this Italian team,
and I think this Locatelli guy,
he's doing their job,
Locatelli, he's still fairly young as well. He's not old yet. I think he's still fairly young.
And now he's linked to Juventus. I heard he's linked to Juve now.
He 23, 24 years.
He's not gonna remain in Sassuolo after the season.
Neither is Berardi. In the last game we saw, like at the back they have Acerbi to come in. They have Bastoni to come in.
Yeah.
And last game Chiesa started. They have
Milan,
so their second team is still decent, So like,
he used to be Milan.
Big up this team, the Italians.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I got to give huge shout out to Giorgio Chiellini. A fantastic career, leading by example from the back. Italy are just thriving right now. I think.
Yeah.
They'll continue to thrive under.
They're fun. They're fun to watch. They're fun to watch, it's just a good team.
The football has improved so much as well. Just to watch Italy bang in goals from like out of nowhere. Like sometimes outside the box as well.
Yeah, it's not even exactly. It's not even boring to watch. Like we all thought, like the Italians, they play boring football. Because look at Syria, but it's a different side this time. Like I don't know if it's right to call them the dark horses. Like they're playing as if they're one of the favorites now. I mean, they are, and it's just entertainment watching them. Entertaining football.
Them scoring like 5-6 goals, for example, is not going to be boring. It'll be fun to watch just to see the goals go in, fly in. But also, you've got to look at the fact that Italy have been slept on by a lot of pundits and a lot of media as well, because they never look at Italy and think, oh well, this squad is not good enough to compete against France. Well, do not do not.
They'll start judging them now when they, I mean, if they reach
now
the
you see Italy has proven
quarters.
everyone wrong. People can laugh at Italy all their life. For me,
Because now
Italy
if they beat Austria, they'll
trouble.
say the same thing. Like, you know,
Yeah.
wait for the bigger side.
Yeah.
So in the quarters, that's when they'll actually judge them,
I'll
and
tell
we'll see
you
what
this:
happens.
no side, no matter who you get, no matter even France gets Switzerland, you've seen France's struggles in the tournament against Hungary. You've seen their struggles, and for me, Switzerland can cause an upset, but anything can happen in the Euros. You know, you just never know what could happen. Like it's a 50-50 game. Like nothing is ever guaranteed in a
100%, especially when it comes to knockout stages. It's always 50-50 now, bro.
never look at it and say, oh, it's France.
Like
look
Hungary,
at that squad,
Hungary yesterday,
easy.
Man.
I just can't wait to talk about them. I know they're out, but then when we touch on like Germany and stuff, I will talk about Hungary 100%. They deserve like
Germany was supposed to win by 3. They drew.
Yeah. And they drew against France and Germany. And at a point they were going through a second at
and
a point, you know.
Now they're going home. Imagine.
They were supposed to play England at a point. Like I'll touch on that later, because that group yesterday, first, second, third, fourth, it was going crazy, bro. Like literally every minute it was just moving up and down the table.
We'll touch on those. We'll continue for now though. Into the next one.
Yeah, let's move on to the next day, second day.
Since we both agree, I mean, we all agree with both the teams in the first day.
Scores as well.
Yeah, so we'll go on to the second day. Netherlands
Let's
Czech.
start with you this time, because it's your team.
I'll go first this time, because Netherlands. You see, as you guys see the flag there, the tong.
Yep. Now it's time to review the 3 games as well.
Yeah. So my Netherlands, surprising me this tournament, maybe a bit, because our group, to be honest, we got an easy group, so can't judge based on a lot of the group games. But do we play well? I think we play well. We got wing backs that can attack, like Dumfries. He's been amazing. But I have my own problem with Dumfries as well. He's really good going up, but he's really bad staying back. It's like a solar opposite thing. Like so good up there, so bad down there. Maybe he's not a right back. Maybe he's a winger. I don't know. But hey, I'll take what I can get.
I guess his best position would probably be right wing back.
Right wing back, and like but he needs like 3 people behind him, like a 3CB thing. Yeah, which, well, we can do. But what do I think about our 3 games? The first game I thought was an easy ride until Ukraine decided to give me like a small heart attack. That was the first game, right? Ukraine, the 3-2.
Yep. Just a little scare when they made the comeback.
Gotta give credit to their goals, though. Fantastic.
Yeah,
goals.
I was like, what's happening?
Yarmolenko at a point, they're like, oh, that's goal of the tournament so far.
Yeah.
But for me, that's the best game.
Next day, Patrick Schick, hold my beer.
Oh my God. Yeah. Exactly. That's what he said, bro. But anyway.
Was it the next day? I don't know, man. But yeah.
Could have been.
Yeah, I mean, probably, because England they play after that group. He is playing after your group.
They're playing Patrick Schick now, Netherlands.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So yeah, it must have been the next day, but because we played at the late game as well, 2 a.m. Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, the second game, fairly easy ride. You know, not much to say. It was kind of a boring-ish, typical national teams game. But the third game is the one that I felt like, man, even though it was an easy team, like the whole Goran Pandev situation, seeing him get like, I've not seen that. I don't think I've witnessed that whole like he's getting subbed off.
Great gesture by you guys, by the way, giving him the shirt.
Yeah.
Played 122 caps. Shirt, exactly. You know, Genie, the picture they took before kickoff, and the standing ovation. We got subbed off.
Gotta give a huge shout out to him.
I want to touch
I'm waiting for him to give a shout to Genie. Yeah, I was saying my boy, but not anymore.
I want to touch on a couple of Dutch players right now. Genie fucking Wijnaldum. This guy, bro, he's not playing as a CM. He's playing as a cam. This is cam. The role that I'm used to seeing him in Liverpool is not this. You much more
different role.
Yeah.
And
And
I'll
he's
get to him as well
he's getting
for
an A.
the fans out there who are saying like, see, why can't he do it for Liverpool? But I'll touch on
Bro,
that 100%.
he gets an A plus for me for this new role. Even though he hasn't played it for the whole season, hasn't he started like super many games for you guys this season? A
Played
lot.
every game, bro.
Yeah, there you go.
Him and Robbo, like literally
Played
two
every
guys.
game as that not as this position, as his usual position, right?
Yeah.
So imagine suddenly being thrown into
And
this
the only
and
reason
acing it.
I'll talk about it more, the reason why he had to play in the deeper position is because who stayed fit for us the entire season. He's playing instead of he has to do the jobs of Fabinho sometimes, of Hendo sometimes, of because guys like Oxlade and Naby Keita, these are the guys supposed to be stepping up so Genie can do his thing. But no, those guys are also injury prone players. So Genie he didn't even get a chance to play in his best position because he's busy, clearing up the mess of other injured players. So that's exactly why. And obviously, Klopp gave him different instructions, which I'll touch on. But yeah,
And
you can see what he can do.
The man's got 3 lungs, man. I'm telling
That's
you,
why
this
he's
guy's
so
got 3 lungs.
versatile, bro. He's so versatile.
And
This
not
guy,
only so
man.
versatile, so fit,
and,
bro. So
and his
fit.
availability. That's exactly what I was gonna
so
say.
Fit.
Like
So
FSG,
fit,
the first thing when we talk about attributes about Genie, the first thing Liverpool fan will tell you is his availability, bro, and his consistency. Like these two things are so important in football, man.
And I love his new celebration. Is it new? This thing?
No, he's
does
been
it?
doing it since Van Dijk got injured. Basically, it's Van Dijk's celebration. So Genie said he'll keep doing that every time he scores, just for Van Dijk until VVD is back. So even though he left Liverpool,
and he's still doing
his new signing, but then he's still doing it for his teammate for the Dutch, like the actual captain, because he's the vice, right? Genie. So and there's a poster of VVD doing it right there. But you guys can't really see it. That's the exact celebration.
I love that new celebration, man. He has the other one, the FIFA one.
And before exactly. Yeah. And he does that with Depay sometimes, Memphis.
Yeah. Another guy I want to touch on, Memphis, bro. Congratulations on his transfer to Barcelona as well. But what a player.
And this guy free to Barca, Genie free to PSG. What is going on?
Imagine Genie went to Barca though. That would have been perfect.
That was supposed to be the plan as well.
They play so well. And they play so well off each other. From what I've noticed, they play so well.
Days,
they always had that connection. That's why they did the
that
celebration together.
Yeah.
Do you remember that time in PSV? They used to play together at PSV. Genie went out and Memphis Depay. They had to link up together at PSV.
Since then, right?
To it the same summer, yeah. So I want this to come back. I want to say.
Yeah. Unfortunately, he's going PSG,
and it's there in the.
Before I give my, who's gonna go in, one last thing I want to touch on the youngsters of this team. Absolutely great as well. Donyell Malen, bro, you got an assist as well. Very great.
Shout out.
Berghuis came in for a bit. He's decent, but we didn't get him see him much. Who else? I thought Vinda would start. He didn't start. But apart from that, De Ligt is still young. We can't forget that. Amazing. Almost scored twice, didn't he? Both of them were goal line clearances, kind of, for him. Unlucky guy.
Did Steven Bergwijn play? Did Steven Bergwijn come on?
He didn't get selected.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't even see him in the team, man.
Yeah, he didn't get selected, bro.
Yeah. Oh, and Weghorst as well. I want to big up Weghorst. I like the guy. Big, tough there. But yeah, who is going to go in for me between these two teams? I think Holland.
Yeah.
Even though they have Patrick Schick and
Yeah. Oh, literally the only guy can cause problem and Zuchek, but
before I move on, I don't understand why. Even though he's been amazing, I don't understand why Stecklenburg is my goalkeeper. I thought it would be Tim. Stecklenburg has not played. He's not played.
I can't believe that the goalkeeper who played in a World Cup final against my team in 2010 is still the starter.
And the fact that he didn't play any of the games before this, bro, all the friendlies, all the nation, all the everything, he never played. And then Frank de Boer, your turn now. Even he was probably like, my turn? Anyways, I'll take it, man.
Isn't he like a backup for his club as well?
Yeah.
Where is he now?
I don't even know where he is. He's like 38 or 39. Maybe he's 50. I don't know. He's an old man. Who does he play for, this guy? Olympiacos? Some weird-ass team, maybe?
Probably Olympiacos, yes.
We'll find out. Wait, 1 sec. Right now, what? He's back to Ajax, apparently.
Oh wow, he is back to Ajax. Oh, and he just went to
Yeah.
Ajax after. Oh, he was at Everton, right? Right.
Yeah, back up at Everton, and
Right.
before that on loan at Southampton.
Southampton. Yeah.
Before that, Monaco, but on loan from like Fulham. But yeah,
For
before
me,
that was Roma, but he started Ajax as well.
yeah,
It was back there.
back there.
Yeah, he is 38, man.
Yeah, 38. So yeah, I don't know how he's, but hey, good luck on him. And
Because we gave shout outs to like Pandev in our last episode for
yeah,
being one of the oldest
Yeah.
guy to be a
Yeah.
starter, his captain of his team.
yeah,
37. This guy's 38, man.
yeah.
Even
The
Pepe is 38, by the way. Yeah, Pepe is all 38
oh, that
for
Pepe,
Portugal.
he's still
Zlatan
playing.
would have featured, but he got injured.
Yeah, yeah.
Zlatan would have been there too.
Oh my. Yeah. Anyways, um, I'll move on to you for this because I know Narit, you're also a Dutch fan after Spain fan. After no, after England and Spain, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Just like you said, man, I think there's no chance for Czech Republic. Actually, okay, so exactly what you said, bro. Like Genie, I'll just touch on it now. The thing is, as a Liverpool fan, of course, when you watch your team play week in, week out, you know what they have to do for our club. And that's why we know Bobby Firmino, his job is not to score goals. And people keep comparing him just because he has a number 9 behind his shirt. Fans, like rival fans, are saying, I mean, obviously not you guys, you know what I'm saying? The other fans, like saying things like, I'm going to talk about Bobby because it's about Genie right now. So they bring out his stat like Genie, 0 goals, 0 assists, all that. And the season before, there's like a stat where he hardly scores at home, just away, but then he proved that he could score at Anfield as well. But this guy is a big game player. Literally, when he came on against Barcelona in the Champions League semifinal, made the comeback that night. Genie came on for the injured Robbo. And you know what was his role that day? Literally the role he plays for Netherlands, which is the second striker or the playmaker, whatever you want to call it. He's just there behind Memphis all the time. He pushes up so high. You see Genie's always in the box for Netherlands. So for Liverpool, Klopp gives him a different instruction. Like his job is not to be the guy who assists. His job is not to score goals. It is for people like Ox and Naby, who actually plays in the number 10, or Bobby Firmino, false 9, dropping back. But he had to play in the number 6 CDM role for Fabinho when he's doing the job in center back for us. So Genie's playing in the holding. He's playing in the number 8. So for Liverpool, his job is literally his recovery, the way he retains the ball. It's so hard to take the ball away from him. He's like Pogba with the ball, bro. Like his dribbling is insane. He will give you a 7 out of 10 every week. Not below that. That's the average, 7 out of 10. And bro, this guy, he's a beast. And now even like I'm even a Netherlands fan for a long time, so Genie when he goes to his national team, he's like, yay, more advanced role. I get to score goals now. He's not just doing this for you guys now in this tournament.
No,
he's
always been doing that.
When there's international break, I check live score. Of course, Genie and Depay, these are the two main players, and obviously VVD when he's fit, the other, that core of the team. That's the spine. VVD, Genie, and Memphis. Literally. So
the talent and the depth is there.
So I don't like even fans gonna bring out those stats. Like, yo, that's not what he does, man. He brings so much to Liverpool that only a Liverpool fan and other fans actually watches us, week in, week out.
Yeah, well,
that this guy, let's say we win a game 4-0. You go check the goal scores and the assists. There's no Genie at all. When you watch the game, so many times Genie is the one winning the ball back in the first place in the build-up play. So, this guy, it hurts me like so much seeing him perform so well for you guys. I'm not gonna lie. And the thing is, it's not like I'm shocked or anything. We knew that he always had this in his game, just that now he's playing a different role and he can score a goal. That's why I said he's so versatile and his availability, man. That's why PSG is so lucky to get him for free. And the thing is, I'm not gonna talk about FSG anymore. I did that in the last episode as well. Why did we have to let him go? It's just gonna hurt me for a long time because he's going to keep on performing, not just for Netherlands, he's going to perform for PSG as well. And next season, dare I say it, like, God forbidden that none of our players get injured again. Like, the last season. But at a point next season, I'm telling you, now I'm calling it. Liverpool fans will be like, this is why we needed Genie. This is why we should have kept him. This is why FSG made a big mistake. Because now when all players are injured, who can we rely on? It's Genie, who can always step up, play week in, week out, 38 games in a season, more than that in other competitions. So it's gonna keep hurting us, and I don't think we can find a replacement for him because he's such a unique player to find. And we will get a replacement, but then we have to change our system, our style of football. We're changing our formation to 4-2-3-1 next season from 4-3-3. We can play 4-3-3 now with Hendo, Thiago, and Fabinho, but then, it's more like we're going to find a striker and play the front three behind the striker. And in the base will be Fabinho and Hendo, or, drop one of them and play Thiago as well. But yeah, 100% I agree that your team will go to the last 8. And I don't think it'll be like a 2-3-4-0 game because, again, Czech Republic, you touched on
team.
Patrick Schick. I mean, England beat them by just a goal. And here's the thing about Netherlands. They play beautiful football. They look convincing, just like the Italians and all that, because you would argue that they didn't have the strongest of teams in that group, like North Macedonia, okay, Austria, okay. What's your first one? First game you played?
Ukraine.
Oh, Ukraine, yeah. So the thing is, how they question the Italians, can they do it against the bigger side? They talk about the same thing question, with exactly. They talk about Netherlands. Yes, they look convincing enough. They play beautiful football, but again, when it comes to the bigger side, like the Germans, the Portuguese team, the French team, even the Belgium, you can say. But this game, they will get the job done, and I will go with a 2-1 win for the Dutch.
Nice.
But they should get the job done in 90, though, 100%.
Yeah. And yeah, I agree.
And yeah, shout out to the youngsters you said as well. Last game, I found out it was too late when I found out like only 2 players, the manager came out to say that he's going to rotate, which was, I think, I forgot who in mid came on. Actually, someone in mid played, and it was, the other chain was just Malin for Weghorst, and, Weghorst, however you say his name. And that's the only guy that's why all my friends that got in, my Welsh friends that got in, Wijndal, I was like, no, if we know that Dumfries is playing, it's going to be Patrick Van Aanholt as well. But, they're like, no, it's time of Wijndal. But then, but yeah, Dumfries, though, like, only got us a point because it was the manager's name, De Boer,
yeah.
Frank De Boer. Yeah. He played in 45 and got us only 1 point, bro. We both had him in our team. 1 point.
That's 1 point because took him out. Dan Sheeran hasn't played
play
him
60, then. 60 plus to get 2 points. Man. But yeah, great depth in the team as well. Shout out to those youngsters we mentioned earlier.
Yeah. I forgot to shout out Grevin Butch. I don't know how. But yeah, huge shout out Grevin Butch. I have his shirt.
You got his shirt, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And I forgot to shout his name. Come on, Karoon.
Yeah.
Anyways, Aekavin, the Dutch against Czech. Who's going through?
Before I give my prediction, I want to give my shout out to Memphis Depay as well. And I want to give my shout out to Daley Blind. Because Daley Blind, his passing is underrated. People sleep on him because,
and not just football related.
Yeah, exactly.
If you talk about health, exactly.
Yeah,
that's why he knows
he has
what
the same
Eriksen
thing as
went
Eriksen.
through.
Yeah, they put the same
rest, man, that day.
They put the same
exactly
the
same
machine.
device, right?
Yeah, in his heart that they
Doesn't he wear the heart monitor? So yeah, it keeps him active.
And that's why he didn't even play the full game. I think was it
a
day after it happened to Eriksen where he wanted to be subbed off, he couldn't take it or something. I remember reading that somewhere. He didn't play a full game because he actually wanted to be subbed off because he couldn't take it, man.
You mean Eriksen or Daley? Blind, right?
Not in terms of his health that day, but mentally, bro. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's just worried. Yeah.
Blind.
I guess.
And he's good friends with Eriksen as well.
Yeah,
right?
I think they played together at Ajax.
Yep,
I think so.
They did. Yes, they did.
Yeah.
But
so emotional for him as well.
It's nice to see Daley Blind playing well like this ex-United player. I don't know why we ever sold him. His passing is very underrated. But he's
versatile as well. Can play left CB, can play LB.
Center mid, center back, left back.
Yep.
And CDM as well. Fantastic.
I think we sold him because we thought we could replace him with someone better, but we never really found a left back until Luke Shaw found his form again. Yeah.
For me, Daley Blind would have Daley Blind would have played more in midfield for us. But anyways, I think I'll go Netherlands. I think.
All right, I agree.
Sure.
Let's say that so you guys are playing Czech Republic, right?
Yeah.
Czech Republic. You gotta watch out for Patrick Schick. For me, he's having a fantastic tournament.
Yeah.
You got.
I think he's
look out for
gonna
players
make
like
a
that.
big move this summer. He's gonna leave Leverkusen and go somewhere. I reckon
Possibly.
maybe the
But
Prem.
yeah,
Wait, is he
maybe
in
moving
Is he at
on with the-
Leverkusen like transfer or loan from Milan or something?
I
I'm
think
not sure
no,
about that.
no, he's not. He's not.
Oh,
from
he
Milan.
sold
He's-
Milan.
I
No,
think
but
he's a permanent transfer by now.
but
No,
was
I'm
he
not
ever
sure.
was he ever in Milan? Do you guys know? I don't know.
I don't
why
think
feel
so.
like- Oh, okay. All right. I feel like I might
Yeah,
be
I
wrong.
don't remember
Anyways,
in
I
Milan.
might be
but-
wrong. Yeah, I might be wrong. I think I am. Let
But
me
yeah,
see.
for me, I think Netherlands will win. I'm gonna give it. I'm gonna give
Oh,
it 3-1.
Yeah, I was wrong. It's Roma. He was at Roma.
Yeah.
Sampdoria, Roma,
yeah.
then RB Leipzig on loan, and then
Yeah,
Bayer
yeah.
Leverkusen. So yeah, for
Yep.
me, I'm just gonna give my prediction. I'm gonna go 3-1 to Netherlands. I think you guys have got all it takes to get through this game. The Czech Republic are a tough team, and they've had a fantastic run. They put in good performances against England, Scotland, and Croatia. Deservedly so. They deserve to be where they are today, and I have to give massive credit to the performances over the recent games, over the course of the tournament so far, and I think you guys shall get through, but it'll not be an easy game. I think it'll be a 3-1, but an uncomfortable 3-1. Like you think Austria versus North Macedonia.
Like the Portugal Hungary 3-0, uncomfortable.
Yes,
Yeah.
something like that. Yeah.
Up until the 85th minute.
I don't know how that
game
game ended 3-0, bro. God knows.
Portugal, I'll tell you this: whenever Portugal scored their first goal, they scored second right
Yeah,
after.
first goal deflection, second goal penalty, and that's when the third came. But yeah, in the space of 5 minutes,
Yeah.
man.
But I guess
Insane.
then we're talking about Portugal anyway, so we can move right on to the next game if I'm not wrong. I think it
Yep,
is.
same day, the later
Yup.
game, 2
Oh
a.m.
man, what an insane day. Belgium against Portugal.
Tasty game.
Tasty. Belgium versus Porto. Aekavin, you're the Portugal fan, so you're gonna go first, I guess.
Yeah.
Hit it.
Well,
Since you touched on their 3 games already from the beginning of the show,
Yeah.
just
Just give us your
For me-
prediction and drop the mic.
I'll give my shout outs first. I'll give my shout outs first. Renato Sanchez, first of all,
Mhm.
because
Shout
the reason
out.
why I bring him in first is because that game against Hungary, Portugal were lacking something up going forward. Taking off Bruno Fernandes, not taking off Bruno Fernandes, but he was a player that caused a lot of trouble to their defense. After Portugal scored their first goal, they bring on Renato Sanchez. He wins the ball. He fights for he loses it. He wins it back, and then he assisted the Rafa Silva, who won the penalty, by going forward with the ball. And his ball movement, his runs that he makes, just for me, he's a player that causes a lot of problems to the opposition team. If looking at the game against France last night, Renato Sanchez literally took the ball off N'Golo Kante. That's how much strength and speed he has. He's a very technical player. He's a fantastic player that goes forward with the ball and does not give up. He just strives with it. He just thinks to himself, I'm gonna do all I can. He for me, I'm just out of words. He's a fantastic player. He brought his form back after going to Bayern Munich and then taking away after what he did for Benfica. The talent that he brings through. For me,
he was only a flop at Swansea, I believe, right? That's all.
he was a flop at Swansea, but Lille brought.
And
his
he was
form
still
back.
young as well back then, when he made his name
still
in the
young
Euro
to- he's
16.
still young. So I think 24 is not
Yeah.
too.
He's still young, man.
But he's still
Linked to
he's still
Liverpool.
there.
He's a player that's gone through a lot of ups and downs, man. A lot.
Yeah. And to come back like this, to put in a good
Yeah.
performance against
But
France.
I get what you're
winning the
saying.
ball
He
off
reminds me of
counter.
Nabila. He can, actually take on a player, drive through, box to box midfielder as well.
Yeah, box to box
Great player.
midfielder.
Great player.
He's a player that never gives up. He's a warrior. He wins.
Yeah.
He wins everything back.
And bro, I know you want to call out on one player, man. You can say it, bro. Do it, man. Because I will do it for you.
One more.
Diego Jota, bro. I know you want to criticize him. Go for it, bro. The floor is yours, man.
Rui Patricio as well for for being a top
That guy's a beast.
goalkeeper this tournament.
You saw his save, Pogba's
That
save last
on
night,
Pogba that
and
save
hit
on
the
Pogba
post.
just yep.
And then
he
the
puts it on
rebound
bar.
from Griezmann again.
Yep.
Who are we
Great
talking
double
about?
save. Rui Patricio, the
Oh.
goalkeeper.
Yeah, peace.
And obviously, I think Diogo Jota has not had the best of tournaments, but I will not give up on him yet because he's just come back from an injury. I will not criticize him as much. I did criticize him in the first game. He was terrible, but
yeah, exactly. He was
he could
missing.
have a really good knockout.
Could have squared it to Ronaldo. Could have left it for Bruno.
Hmm.
But yeah, you're right though. That was literally his first game back from like injury. So because last game of the season for us,
and against
he was on
Germany,
the bench,
he played
so
well.
you know,
he scored.
came
He
on
scored
for
against Germany as well.
a minute.
For
So
Ronaldo
literally,
and
he
him
just came from
combined
injury.
going forward. Yep, Ronaldo and him linking up going forward. I think he plays well going up front because Jota on the left can be a bit of a, let's say, it's hard for him to get past because he's not as speedy as we all think he is.
I can't believe that Griezmann tackle on him last time wasn't a foul, like early in the game. Like insane
but it was
tackle.
good. It was nice to see the ex-Monaco teammates Mbappe and Bernardo Silva link up. Not link up,
true.
but be there.
Yep.
I obviously have to give this man the shout out. He's
Ronaldo
the greatest
and
football
Benzema
player
as
of all
well,
time.
former teammates
He's the greatest football player of all time for me. I understand you all want to say Messi and stuff, but it has to be Cristiano Ronaldo. That does not mean I don't disrespect Leo Messi. I love both, respect both, I appreciate both, but for me, I'm leaning towards Ronaldo because the goals.
Could it be because you're a
won.
Man U fan and a Portugal fan as well? A bit.
If Ronaldo, let's be honest, if
a bit.
Ronaldo never went to United, I think the GOAT debate would be over, because his achievements at United would not be there to help him as well.
And are you a Portugal fan because of Ronaldo?
Okay.
Ronaldo persuaded me to cheer Portugal, but when he retired, I would not stop cheering Portugal.
Wait, can I ask you something? You brought up a good point. You said that if Ronaldo didn't go to United, he would never be this good, right? What if Messi wasn't at Barca? Would he still be this good though? Because I feel Messi would be this good no matter where in the world.
The thing is, starting off in the Premier League is a huge challenge. Leo Messi starting off in La Liga for him to come in and do so well from the very start. For me, Ronaldo starting off probably for me in the prime era of the Premier League, it's a big task, but he got through it.
We won't have this GOAT debate because this GOAT debate will never end.
Maybe
we need to have one show for the GOAT debate because it will take like several. It will be the longest video ever.
Never gonna end, bro.
Never.
5 goals.
Because I can never convince you, and I'm a big United fan, bro. It's not.
All we can do is appreciate them both.
Yeah, appreciate them both.
You know,
you'll never convince me. I'll never convince you. The other way.
You'll never see
We're witnessing the two GOATs right now.
Yeah, the two buccaneers. Yeah.
You'll never see players like them again. But yeah, I just have to give a massive shout out. As I said, 5 goals this tournament, and he will score 5 goals, and he's there right now. 5 goals. He's broken the international record. He's done what he has to do. He's taken Portugal into the round of 16.
Ronaldo.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. But yeah, I saw the record. It was so impressive.
He was
Ronaldo. The other guy actually tweeted as well, right? And Ronaldo replied to that guy's tweet, whatever his name is.
No.
Day or something. He's the he was the all-time top scorer, and then Ronaldo just tied him last night.
Exactly, like 109 or something. Was it 109?
109. Yeah, he's from Iran, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. And if I'm not wrong, I think Sunil Chhetri has more goals than Messi as well, right? For international goals, if I'm not wrong.
Yes,
I think so.
All right.
I mean, he's the only guy who scored for that.
Shout out Sunil Chhetri, man.
Yeah, scored a couple of weeks ago as well.
Shout out India.
Shout out India.
But yeah, let's not have the whole debate with the two GOATs. Shout out to Messi and Ronaldo.
Yep.
Your score for Portugal?
Yeah, for me. Yeah, I just think the way we've been playing, the outcome fits me as fully. I expect this to be a very, very tough game. I am going to go for a very 50-50 edgy 1-0 win for Portugal, because I just think that Belgium have the quality up front, and it's going to be very hard for our defense to contain. But if we can keep a clean sheet like how we did against Hungary, I'll be very happy. Lukaku can have his off days. Anyone can have their off days. Even Ronaldo can have his off days. But it's all about that. This game now. It's win or go home. You have to turn up. Everyone has to turn up, and the defense has to be there. So I just want to exploit. I want Portugal to exploit the Belgian defense where it's weak. I wouldn't say it will be weak on the day, but it has looked weak in the past. And
it's the weakest part of that team.
Exploit,
Yep.
Exactly. So and if
I was
Portugal
gonna touch on that when it's my turn.
Boyata,
they're aging at the back, man.
Yeah, Boyata.
I mean, I got what Tongan playing.
And
but Tongan is not bad.
No, it's between
sorry, not Vertonghen.
Like Vertonghen and Alderweireld.
I meant Vermaelen. I'm sorry.
They're the two aging Vermaelen as well, but he's not gonna start. But the guy who we're always unsure is Denier or Boyata, man. This is the tough one, you know.
But Axel Witzel's still there in the team. But yeah, I just think I think it'll be a very, very tough game. If Ronaldo and the team can exploit that Belgian defense and make it look weak, maybe you never know. We can snatch a 1-0 win or something like that. I'll take him. Hopefully, it'll be Cristiano to get the goal. Hopefully,
penalty.
I don't care as long as it goes.
No, it's just a general question. That was a question, bro. It was a question, actually.
Penalty top bins. Let's take that. Or maybe a free kick from outside the box.
Or he does a Panenka for the first time.
Can I ask you something, Aekavin? Can you tell me why Ronaldo, how when he was in Madrid, he gets 1 million penalties, and he moves to Juve, he gets 2 million penalties. Now he's in Portugal, he has got 3 million penalties. How does this guy keep getting penalties? When it's not even him who gets the like, is it luck? Is it God, divine intervention? Why is he getting, or does the UFA really love this kid? Why does he get a lot of penalties? Why? Why do you think? Or you can't answer, right? Neither can I.
They want him to
You just
score.
can't answer.
Because they want to see the greatest finisher of all time finish them chances. You know?
Yeah, I guess so.
Good
you
answer.
miss some, you score some, but you gotta score.
You gotta score. Yeah, you gotta score. It's like people say penalty, but you also have to put the ball in the net. A goal is a goal. Yeah.
I don't really have to dig at Messi, but if you don't score in a penalty shootout in the final, then you can't win. Simple as that.
Yeah.
So you have to put your penalties away. Not taking a dig at him.
And literally knockout stages, talking about penalties, that's a crucial part of the game, like penalty shootout. That can win you the game, you know, up until the finals now.
Also,
from this round to the finals.
Forgot to mention Benzema. Ronaldo and Benzema having a smile at each other before the game.
Yeah,
I
think I mentioned that as well.
Both ended up scoring 2
former
goals.
Teammates at Madrid.
Former teammates and playing against each other today.
And Pepe and Benzema as well, you know, former teammates.
Yep. Yeah. Happy to see each other. But yeah, good all around. And I think it'll be a 1-0 Portugal win. What do you guys think?
What? Oh yeah, Portugal. Narit, you want to go first? Yeah, you go first.
Sure. So I'm not gonna touch on Portugal at all because Mr. Aekavin did that for us. It's his team. He knows better. So I'm just gonna predict this game. It's another tricky one, guys, because this and England against Germany, these are the two biggest games of this round. You know, it's as clear as day. So, I mean, it's so tough though. It's like what Aekavin said. It's literally who steps up now. You know, it's like Aekavin said, Ronaldo can have off day, and so can Lukaku. You know, have an off day as well, and all like KDB, he's fairly consistent, I would say. Like, you know, but again, now it's all about who steps up. It's all about doing in the big stage now. You know, and who's world class. It's just a matter of that moment. Like, what if Bruno packs in 30 yards out, top bins, you know? So, and I think he'll be back in the starting lineup probably, even though I know he hasn't had the best tournament of his life, you know, and Renato played better, and that's why last game Bruno was dropped. But I think this time he'll be back definitely. Even though Portugal wasn't confirmed through last night, so it was important as well. But obviously, you know,
until the end of the game.
I mean, yeah, but I'm saying before the game, it was France that are the only one confirmed, you know, like Germany, Portugal, Hungary, they were still in for it as well. So, and major tournaments, it's about not playing because of their names, you know, like that's what Gareth Southgate needs to learn. Like, it's not about the big name players. It's about players like, Calvin Phillips, no experience at all, but do your thing. It's about playing Jude Bellingham, do his thing. Saka, man of the match that day, show what he can do. When a player, a youngster, can just forget that they're at the biggest stage and just play the best football of their life. It's about rotating as well. You don't have time to build up on the course of a season, 38 games. It's now or never. I think the most games you can play in a tournament is 7. I think up to the finals, right? 7 games total. So you play. So I understand why Bruno had to be dropped. It's not about the big names all the time. It's about literally you're on form, drop. There's no time. There's no time. So, but again, like you said, at the back, it's the weakest link for Belgium. And it's so tough to call it because Lukaku up against Pepe. If he can turn Pepe and boom, left foot, one-time shot, he can score. He can cause Pepe problems. Ruben Diaz, I think, had a dodgy performance against Germany, my bad. I'm blaming his own goal and all that, though. Just saying in general. Obviously, there's still Joseph Font on the bench, but we know the starting lineup at the back already. I think Cancelo was a huge blow because he can play left back as well. And the fact that he plays right back, we saw in the friendly game, cut into his left, score his left foot. That one friendly game before the Euros, I think, when Bruno scored a screamer as well. So
I'm regretting that friendly game.
And I'm not gonna lie, obviously Semedo played well. Diego Dallo is the one replacing Cancelo on your play on loan to Milan. He's a youngster, anyways. He played for the U21 Euros for Portugal. Now you get to play both this summer. Good for him. And the thing is, if Belgium can explore to your right side at the back, so their left side on the pitch, if KDB pulls out there, I know he's a cam and all that, but let's say Eden Hazard's probably not going to start. He played last game because, they're through. It's his brother, Torgen, who's having a great tournament as well, a better tournament, in fact.
Yeah.
And Eden Hazard just played 90 minutes for the first time in like years, man. So, he didn't do much that day. But Lukaku, if he's on form like he's been this whole tournament, just like last season for Inter, KDB, I can only see them outscoring teams. But at the back, even though I'm talking about your backside towards the right side at the back with Semedo and Pepe, the weaker side, I would say, because the other side, Rafael Guerrero has the pace. His recovery is amazing. And there's still Ruben Diaz, player of the season in the Prem. We know what he's about. Still young as well. But Belgium, though, they're aging at the back. So they're going to play 3 with wing backs. I know Munier came in for Castagna doing well, so he will be a starter, definitely. It's a hard one to call. It's so hard to call this. But the fact that I put Portugal in the finals before the Euro start, obviously now we can change because it's what we watched so far in the 3 games in the group stage. I would still say Portugal, they had a tough group, and the fact that they went through third, it doesn't matter. Like I said, they won the last Euros by qualifying in third and played well against France, even though 2 penalties, but, France, another tough side that got a draw against Germany, 2-1 goals. That was such an open game that day. And they played well against Hungary, even though it was 0-0 up until the 85th minute. And Belgium, easy, Russia 3-0 and all those teams they played. Score. Damn. I would say I can see a 1-0, what Aekavin said, to either side, actually. But I'm going to go with my controversial drama, like how I do. It's going to be decided on pens. And please don't ask me who's going to miss the pen for who do I think is going to
Ronaldo
get knocked out. I think Portugal threw Belgium out. So who's going to miss the pen for Belgium? Belgium. I feel like Lukaku probably one of the first takers.
KDB missed.
But of course, they can miss early. They have to be the 5th guy every time. I would say Eden Hazard will be on the pitch by then because he'll come out in extra time. He will cost this tournament for them. Like he won't be the 5th taker, but they'll eventually lose. His best of 5, but they'll miss probably the 2nd or 3rd. Yeah, Torgen starts above his elder brother.
Anyways,
but yeah, Portugal threw on pens.
I'll take the
stage. I want to see Portugal up to finals, bro.
I would say Portugal will go through against Belgium as well because Ronaldo.
But again, none of us would be surprised if we see Belgium.
Yeah, no way. But I think Portugal, because Ronaldo will find a way. He always finds a way
Yep,
to
he's
get
CR7
through. You
now.
know, he'll be like, give me a pen,
It's
bro.
classic, iconic celebration. Loving it, man. Loving it every time he does it. I do it too.
Yeah, I mean, if I tried to jump as high as him and land, I'd break 2 knees. But then both the knees, ligament, everything. But hey, he's a
CR7
great
Airlines. Only he can do it.
Yeah, and he's a great athlete. So
Yep.
yeah,
Agreed.
for sure, it will be Portugal. I feel, even though Belgium, they have a pretty good squad. I feel like in terms of experience, that's where the outweighs from Portugal.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Experience.
yeah, and also Belgium have a pretty weak back, like an aging back. To be honest, Alderweireld's good, Vertonghen's good.
That's why I can. The only way to win games for me is if they outscore teams. Belgium. The only way they outscore teams.
Very similar to Holland, to be honest. For me, they have to outscore teams because they have a weak defense. Anyways, we're done with Portugal. I would say Portugal wins 2-0. No, 2-1. Lukaku scores.
Nice.
Fun game. So the next one we go to, I think it's the big
my team.
Yep. Croat versus Spain. So Narit, we went to everyone for their favorite team first. So I'll come to you for this first.
Croat is gonna at Spain.
No way, bro.
No.
I'll leave it there. Next. I'm just kidding. All right. Just to sum up our tournament so far, honestly, it was a roller coaster. I don't know why I'm a Liverpool fan. Why am I a Spanish fan? A Spain fan. I just don't know why. Like, it's not the old Spain, like I said before in the previous show. First game, 0-0 against the Swedish side. Shout out to Alexander Isaac or Isaac. That guy's amazing. Yeah, we call him Isaac, but the Thai commentators, man, they gotta get their shit right, man. Or he sucks or something. I don't know what they're saying at times, bro. But anyways, first game, 0-0. I mean, Morata, 2 chances in both the halves. Honestly, 1-1. I can't believe he put it out wide. If he smashed it straight to the keeper, I would still understand. If he chipped it, dribble pass, I'll understand. He just smashed it out wide. Like, what are you doing, mate? Second half, another good chance with another miss. Second game, I would say same level on par as Sweden, I guess. Poland, people are calling them Leva FC, one-man team. But again, he was the one who scored for them that night. And we had a chance to get the 3 points and not put the pressure on the last game. But Gerard Moreno decides to miss the pen by hitting the post, and guess who with the rebound? Smacks it out again. That's the easiest rebound anyone can ever have. Aliovsky missed the pen, stood up, took the rebound himself with that smashing. Was it a half volley when he scored the penalty for non-Macedonia? Who was it against?
Ukraine, was it?
Oh, Ukraine, and they ended up losing 2-1 anyways. But at least this guy, he missed his own pen and he took the rebound himself.
Yeah.
Morata, it was Moreno who missed it. It came straight to him. All he had to do was put the ball
in the net.
Target, bro. That's all. On target, that's all I was asking for. There's no chance for the goalie to save a double save, I mean, the first one hit the post, but he's on the ground. So just tap it in, bro. That's what you're good at anyways. Like that day, he scored a tap in. He's got a tap in anyways. That I thought was going to be ruled out for offside, but VR checked it. The goal stood that night. That's his only goal so far. And people will say Morata 1 goal. That's more than Harry Kane and like other big names in the tournament who is still yet to score.
How do teams always
Mbappe
want him,
and stuff?
Like Juve wants him back. Chelsea were ready to pay 60 million for him. What did they see? We don't.
Only players.
Are we not seeing something?
The Euro tank, the gas tank. Shout out 90 min. They were saying like exactly how is this guy? How did he manage to still have a contract in all these big clubs like Real Madrid, Juve, Atletico Madrid,
and then
Chelsea sold him for good money. Obviously, that's how they signed Pulisic and all. But then
he scores when Ronaldo supports him. Morata.
But yeah, like the third game, which was last night. Now, I know Mr. Kuhn, he knows how nervous I was before the game that I had to wear the Spain shirt the whole day when I was out with my family at Pattaya yesterday. I was actually really nervous because I thought if we didn't step up last night, if we don't show what we're about, if we don't play at our best, I know Slovakia can nick a draw, and a draw we wouldn't go through like with 3 points, 3 games, 3 draws. Yeah, we're still unbeaten, but so what? Like I need my team to go through, man.
Yeah.
So 5 goals, 5-star performance by the team. Nothing to criticize yesterday, but Luis Enrique, I still don't understand. 3 games, you haven't started Thiago once. You finally put on Sergio Busquets. He's our captain. And because I understand he had to recover from COVID, that's why Rodri was playing the first 2 games. So you could see Busquets back. He's so commanding that he's like, yo, what are you guys doing, mate? I've been playing with Iniesta, Xavi, Silva. We won the Euros 2012 by playing Fabregas as a false 9. We don't need no Morata. We don't need a striker like David Villa, Fernando Torres. Like, on top of Fernando Torres, shout out Ferran Torres as well, who should be starting in my opinion as well. So Luis Enrique, the fact that he won 5-0, I'm not gonna, dig him out. But then the first 2 games, I blame him completely. Yes, Morata, like, why would you start first game? Okay, he started Morata, not Moreno. Second game, finally got on Moreno, missed the pen. Can't really blame him. Hit the post at least. Blame Morata again. But Thiago, he's not starting a single game. And for me, he's one of the best players to go to Euros. Talking about midfielders only. One of the best midfielders in the world right now, too. Forget about his age. So, I mean, I hope he starts now against Croatia, but I don't think he will because now it's where you go back to your main team. You don't start changing things around now because, like Aekavin said, you win or you go home. Let's go big or go home. So I can see Croatia causing us problems. Now we're previewing the game now to predict the game. But to sum it up, I would give them like a 7 out of 10. We were unbeaten. That's why 7. Otherwise, I'm going to give like an average 5, bro. I'm not going to lie because Spain, we expect much more from them. So the fact that we, scored the most goals, from a single team in a game so far, it's the biggest, battering score in the tournament, 5-0. I can't say much about that. But then at a point last night, we were going to top the group when the other game was a draw 2-2. Shout out Lewandowski, by the way. Scored a brace, kept his team in it. But then, oh my days, last play of the game. I don't even know his name till now. Who scored? I know Forsberg brace, but the winner, I forgot his name. But then,
all right, I know Kulowski passed to him.
Yeah, like guy, that guy just ruined it. Yeah. From me, not thinking we would go through 5-0 performance, over the moon. Just wanted to go through no matter what. But then finding out that we were gonna top the group. Yup, until that guy scored. I was like, oh damn it! Because I'm just gonna tell this to you guys. Right now, we wouldn't be predicting Spain against Croatia. We would have played Ukraine. Sweden got Ukraine now. It's going to be Spain, Ukraine. We would be on the easier side on the way to the finals. If we beat Ukraine, it's between Germany or England. Yeah, that'll be tough. But after that, it's Netherlands or like Wales or, Denmark, right? But now, if we beat Croatia, it's going to be France and Switzerland. And we know France is going to beat Switzerland. We'll come to that. But after that, it's going to be, Italy or Portugal / Belgium. And the fact that we said Portugal's going through it. So it's going to be like Portugal if they make it to like
my flag fell.
The semis, But yeah, I mean, I can't blame it on Poland last night or that play who scored for Sweden. I can only blame ourselves for the first 2 games, But last night, 10 out of 10 performance. And this game, Croatia, similar to Belgium, I would say. But it's the whole team that's aging, actually, But if we don't step up, they can cause us problems. Luka Modric, he showed the whole world why is he still world-class. That outside foot, man. We got to talk about that outside foot goal against Scotland. That's insane. You won't score outside foot screamers like that from 30, 40 yards. So you can't do that, man. It's a crime, bro. He got points for a long range goal as well, but I don't think anyone, got him in his team from what I know. But great goal, Modric. This Perisic, who I did
Fantastic.
captain, by the way, and all of us got
Fantastic.
him in his team. The majority I saw. He's got like 2 goals in the tournament now, assisted as well that night. So, and who else can cause problems? I know there's Rebic and Komaric, who I didn't even start. I think these two, but then they can always score goals. Because another great thing I need to shout out Luis Enrique for is yesterday, finally, you're playing Eric Garcia, a right-footed CB playing RCB, and Laporte, who is left-footed playing LCB. The first two, I said this to you guys in the previous show before Euro started, that from the friendly games, watching Laporte and Pau Torres, both left-footed, it was something wasn't right. Like something wasn't right. They were shaky, sloppy. It was all dodgy at the back. I didn't know what was going on. It was so awkward to Laporte to play in his, on the right side of the CB. Now he's playing his natural role, left CB, where he plays for City as well. He's comfortable, but again, Pau Torres having an amazing tournament, came on, got an assist yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I would say I wouldn't be surprised if we get knocked out, by the way. If I'm being honest, here is where we go home, by the way, guys. Here's where we go home for me. Not even in the quarters, now. Knowing Spain, I think it's now. If he gets his selection correct, we have a chance. So if he selects the correct 11, we have a chance. If not, I think we'll go out on pens or something, like how we lost to Russia in the pens in the World Cup, or in the last Euros, knocked out by the Italians, I think. So I would say, so my heart says Spain, my brain says, my head says Croatia, but then I gotta give my team the furthest they can go through. So until I'm actually realistic. So for this game, Spain 1-0. It's gonna be a tight game. Tight, boring game, by the way. It's gonna be a boring game. 1-0 Spain. And this time, guess who? Alvaro Morata.
Oh. Could be.
I don't know why.
It's like, one of those, right?
I wouldn't even start him, bro. I would start Gerard Moreno only. I know he's been starting both of them in the last 2 games now, so I expect both to start now, Moreno and Morata. But honestly, I would, because literally, Luis Enrique came out to say that I'm building my team around this guy. What do you mean, man? Like, so he clearly said it that Morata is his first selection in the team sheet,
When Morata scored his first goal, you saw the way he ran to Luis Enrique. I was like,
and gave that hug, like, like, oh, like, and what did he do next? Missed the rebound from the pen in that same game. So, I mean, I hope he scores. And it's another whole debate. I asked my Wolves classmates last night on call whether they think who's the worst player or the best of the worst strikers between Timo Werner and Alvaro Morata. So they all were saying Morata because Werner got the pace to his game, even though he has no end product. And you know what? I might as well agree. At least Werner can play down the left. He has the pace. But Morata, God, man. These two, no end product, though. They're not clinical at all. I would say Timo is better than him. What would you guys say before you talk about the game itself?
About Timo Alvaro?
Yep.
Timo.
So Timo is the better one.
Yeah, right? The better one.
Not better of the worst ones.
No,
well, for Spain,
the better one.
Morata,
the one I would buy.
For Germany,
and you echo in Timo as well.
Yeah, the thing is, I would break it down like in terms of clubs and international. For me, Werner is a better international player,
and he was still smashing it in Leipzig anyways, before Chelsea.
And Morata is a better club player than he is.
And we all agree that he'll come out strong next season as well for Timo. So, I mean, I don't want to talk much about Alvaro, but yeah, Spain 1-0, bro.
For me,
hopefully he scores. If not, let's see. But Ferran Torres needs to start. Azpilicueta needs to play right back. Stop playing Marcus Llorente. He's a beast player, but you're taking away his game.
Mm-hmm.
Like in mid-play, Busquets, Thiago, and play Koke. Like, I'm so glad he played Azpilicueta. But again, like last game is because, I mean, we did have to win yesterday. It's not like, he rotated because we're through. But he had to make changes because we won't go through if he didn't make changes last night.
Yeah.
He made changes and we scored 5, bro. I know Slovakia, but we scored 5, so you better stick to this back 4. And obviously Unai Simon in goal as well. Your guy probably won't get to play, but the back 5 now is where you can change it. Like I said, you can't change your players now. You have to build from this now. Build from this back 5. Get your shit right in the middle and the front front three. You know, simple as that. So please don't mess up, Enrique. Please. 1-0 to Spain. We move.
All right. Aekavin, I'll go to you first.
For me, the thing is, Alvaro Morata, I will not be surprised if he does score. I will be a bit surprised, but I won't be as surprised because for me, I think he's just not been the man on
If it's
form
not a
right
tap
now.
in, I'll be surprised too. Don't worry.
That goal was margins almost offside.
Yeah.
I could have been disallowed. He would have been on 0. But
Dude, that would have been
Yeah, for
disallowed in
me-
the Prem, bro.
no. I don't think I think they've changed up the rules now, actually.
Yeah, I'm just kidding, man, because you know how Prem
But yeah,
gives out those
Yeah.
stupid
like I said,
decisions,
Spain have been in
made
terms
up
of finishing,
lines.
have been poor, and I don't want to make myself look like a fool here, but Morata has not been that good, and I don't think he'll be as good. For me,
Yeah,
he's
I
been
never
Spain's
rated this
biggest
guy,
nightmare.
bro.
Yeah, he's been Spain's biggest nightmare.
You know, I
He
can't
should-
believe
he
he
should
didn't take
play-
Rodrigo from Leeds United. My bad to cut you off, but Rodrigo, I would take Iago Aspas, man, and start him over Morata, man. But I'm
Koke
glad
should be
at least
taking
he's
the-
starting
Koke
Moreno
should be
as
taking
well
the
now.
penalties right now, and Spain
Yeah.
not to mention Spain have missed the last 5 penalties, and that has costed you big time. But now for me, I won't write off Spain. For me, I think Spain will come.
Yeah, and then I didn't even touch on Morata's penalty miss in yesterday's game only because we won 5-0. Otherwise, that's the first thing I would have said. I thought about his rebound in the game before, but
You'd
imagine
have won 6-0.
he missed the pen, bro. Like, and he would have got
And-
the second goal in the tournament, and you know it would boost his confidence. But oh,
And yeah, the thing I'm gonna go with Spain here because Croatia have looked very vulnerable. I think Morata has been poor, but your team around Morata has been they've been all right. Luka Modric has turned up on the last game. Other games he went missing.
and by the way,
So-
as long as Dejan Lovren is playing at the back, Morata can get goals. By the way, so that I'm
Oh,
confident about that.
I don't even think with they have that Morata will get goals.
Well, yeah, Croatia
Yes,
first game
Gotta
lost
go back
against
to Real Madrid.
England. I know Dejan didn't play that game. Second game, Gio against Czech. That's when Dejan gave away the penalty.
Yeah, Real Madrid.
What was he doing there? And last game,
Morata,
Mm.
go
you
back.
know, they only played well because they battered Scotland. So, of course,
Yeah, so
Spain the favorites.
For me, Sergio Ramos. The fact that you guys are missing Sergio
Oh, yeah,
Ramos.
yeah, I'm
the
not gonna
fact that
go
you're missing.
Back about Madrid players, man.
And-
Oh,
I think
take a
now you
single
should
one.
let Koke take your penalties as well. I think he would score.
Yeah.
Or Saul.
I agree. Anyone but Morata. And the
Yeah.
fact that Morata took it last
Even
night
De Gea?
is because Moreno is because I don't mind De Gea, bro. Like, you know,
No,
but the reason why Morata
Mhm.
took it is because Moreno missed in the game before that. So why would you keep changing it? Like you said, go game, man.
Yeah.
Like, anyone, bro.
Gerard Moreno.
So
Has
go-
been a
you know, this is an
fantastic player this year
interesting
for
one.
Spain as
And you
well.
know, once a
And
player is
Moreno.
missed, the chances
Penalty
that he'll
shootout,
miss again.
it's a penalty shootout. But imagine if we do get a pen in the 90 minutes against Croatia. I have
And you
no idea who's
somehow
gonna
miss
step
it.
up. I don't know who's gonna
And you
step up,
miss
bro.
it.
Because Moreno missed the first, second one Morata. So what is Luis Enrique gonna do now? I have no idea. That's
Thiago.
interesting to see. But bro,
Lad.
I don't even know if he's gonna start, bro. But if he
If
starts,
that penalty
I would say
was
Thiago
is the
over
decisive
Koke to
goal.
take it.
Yeah.
If it's 0-0 and Spain gets a penalty in the last
bro,
second of the
no,
game and you miss that,
don't-
my days. I
don't
will
break my
literally
heart,
cry. I will literally
I will
laughing,
cry,
but
bro, if we miss a pen
me-
and get knocked out against Croatia.
People are
bro.
backing Croatia, but I'm backing Spain.
Score.
2-1.
Wait, you mean
Won't be
backing
an
as
easy
in
game.
cheering for, or
Pe-
backing as
pe-
in people
More
are saying
think
Croatia will win?
People majority think Croatia are going to
Really?
get through this game because
I would think the
so.
opposite.
I mean,
um,
I haven't read anything to do with that, but is the media what backing
I ju-
Croatia? Seriously?
People, Spain
The odds
Spain
are-
fans are not as confident. Oh, and don't forget, this is your first game outside of
Yeah,
the
Seville.
Spanish
Yeah.
league. Yeah, this is.
We're not
I
playing
think you
there
guys
anymore.
going to Netherlands now. I think
Yeah.
you guys going to the
Yeah,
Parket Stadium.
I think that's right. I think that's right.
But
But yeah.
most Spanish players are even playing in Spain with their leagues? And I heard like
Exactly.
Sevilla was like super hot, bro. This whole all 3
Yeah,
games was like
That's why
Crazy
there's
weather.
there's some groups, only some games that needed cooling break, and my
Yeah.
team was one of them. So yeah.
so
Needed
now they're
cooling
going to a
break.
more thanda place, Maybe it's better. They're going to Amsterdam, right? Is it Amsterdam? They're playing in
Is it-
Netherlands now?
I think yeah, it's in Amsterdam. Yeah.
Damn, chilling.
Yeah,
Take me
I
also.
guess.
Go to some coffee shop.
Yeah, actually, guys, they're playing at Parken Stadium, which is at Copenhagen, Denmark. So
Oh, okay.
it's not in Amsterdam, but
Yeah.
again,
Still colder.
Aekavin still right about us not playing at home for the first time. That could play a part. But yeah, so far Spain through for the both of us. Now, Mr. Karun.
Yeah, guys, I'm gonna be with you guys as well in this. Spain, true for sure, against Croatia. I mean, they're the better team, and not only I wouldn't judge them only in their group stage performance. I would judge them as a nation as a whole. I think they have what it takes to go on to the
And
next
sorry,
round.
but I was gonna say like, we're more experienced, this and that, but it's not even true anymore. Because look at our
Yeah.
team. The only experienced players are probably just Busquets and
Yeah.
like Thiago doesn't even play,
But
doesn't start.
The thing is,
And and Croatia, they're all World Cup finalists.
Yeah.
So
but they're all
so this
too
game,
old.
exactly.
Yeah,
So
they're too
sadly, I
old.
can't be like, oh, Spain, the more experienced side, because our team
Yeah.
are kind of young. Like Daniel Olmo, Sarabia, Ferran Torres, these guys are young, bro. Gerard Moreno is probably like what? He's not that
10.
young, actually. Probably like 26, 27. I
Oh.
don't even know. And Morata's not young, but like, oh, and this guy, Adama Traore, bro.
Oh yeah,
Finally got some playing time, got
Yeah.
some minutes, last night. So again, bro, he's a guy who I would start too. But Luis Enrique, of course, he'll be like, that's not the way we play. We play tiki taka, possession football.
Yeah, that's not.
He's like a plan B for Traore.
Hey.
I'm okay. I can live with that. But at least bring him on in the second half. He only did that in the last night game when we were like 4-5-0 up. That's when he did it. But in games like this, if it doesn't work for 60 minutes, 0-0, you bring him on. You think any of the Croatian players will stop Adama
That's the
crossing in
thing.
balls for Morata?
I feel like you guys.
You give 10 to Morata, he will at least give you one goal, right?
Yeah.
You want it.
Here's the thing: you guys have a cheat code. The fastest
Bro, we
player
have
in the world.
we have like a wild
Like,
card.
yeah,
You're
that's
right,
the
bro.
thing.
We have like a
And
weapon on bench.
That
We have
needs
to
to be
unleash him, bro.
utilized, man. You need to utilize.
Morata
your
has
weapon.
more goals than Werner
Exactly.
in this tournament right now.
Yeah.
Was Enrique doing? I want to just coach this side so bad, bro. So bad.
But yeah,
It's like the
Like,
moment you know when your manager's doing bad, you just want to go coach them right away.
I'm gonna like
Fix it
play
up.
FIFA, play Spain tonight, bro. Update the squad and all that.
Yeah.
Actually select my own players, man.
Submit it to Enrique. Luis Enrique, submit like.
Yeah.
Put,
But yeah,
put some Real,
what would you
put some
what
Real
do you
Madrid
give?
players
What would
in
you
as well.
say about the score, bro?
score
Sorry?
Spain 2-0.
Nice. And what do you
Yeah,
think
I
wins
don't
now?
expect them to keep a clean sheet after how they've been playing, but okay, I see.
No,
Right.
see,
Fair enough.
here's the thing, right? The only threat I see for Croatia is Perisic, honestly, and it's enough. It's enough threat. He is enough to be a threat.
They can only
Modric,
score.
Luka Modric,
Obviously, we know who's gonna have more of the ball will be us.
Yeah,
They'll look to counter. The only
Yeah.
guy with the pace down the
It's
left is
Perisic.
Perisic. And
Spain
the rest
plays
are not.
tiki-taka,
Like,
possession
I'm not really
football.
worried. Even if we play a high line like we've been doing actually,
So,
Yeah.
I'm not worried. But for me, I think their only way is probably like set pieces. You would say maybe
Yeah.
because they have all Lovren and Vida
Yeah.
coming up.
Who is the striker? Do you know who was it?
Is Rebic or Kramaric?
Oh,
Ante Rebic.
Ante. No, I think last game
Yeah.
Ante
Yeah,
didn't
start.
start, right? He came on. For
Yeah, I
some-
saw Rebic came on. I'm
Yeah.
not sure if Kramaric started actually.
It was some other guy actually. Right. It was some other guy. Fuck it. Anyways,
But yeah,
yeah,
2-0
for me,
for you.
Spain 2-0.
loving it.
Easy game. We move on.
Oh, this
something
is quite an easy
a
one.
bit, a bit more easier to predict. Ugh.
Same night as
Sorry.
Spain, 2 a.m.
Okay,
World Cup holders against the Swiss.
Swiss, French against the Swiss. Don't they speak the same language? I think so. I think they both speak French.
Sorry.
Anyways,
Who?
Swiss and France, they speak the same language, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Swiss French. and
yeah.
the
Yeah.
I think you're right because Swiss
Yeah.
they speak French. I think.
So they are gonna be like, Je m'appelle
I've heard-
Claude,
I've heard
je
Jacques
m'appelle
before, man.
Guy.
Then hire a
Bonjour.
Belgian referee then.
Exactly.
Hire a Belgian referee.
Je m'appelle Claude, papi blue. Anyways, we will
Allez, les
continue.
Bleus, allez. Let's go France. I'm just
But
kidding.
I
Let's
feel
go
like-
Shaq.
I feel like even though I asked you guys this question, the answer is gonna be the same, but I'll still ask it.
Easy one. Yeah.
Who is going through, both of you? Right? France.
Equin as a guess. France. But
Yeah.
then I gotta do this. I gotta give a shout out to
we're all cheering Switzerland, right?
man
We're all
like
cheering
Shaq, Big Shaq Attack. We call him all these sort of names.
Scored in
mean,
the tourney.
You know, Jurgen Klopp, yeah. This is not a
not
show
Shaquille
to,
O'Neal,
to,
by the
to
way.
dig out on managers, by the way. But again, please keep him, because I was so excited when we signed him from Stoke City. We got him on a bargain, 12 million, because Stoke got relegated. There's a reason why this guy played for Bayern Munich and Inter Milan. He already won a Champions League before he came to Liverpool. Won it again with us. This guy, I knew he had it in his game. But Klopp, he's gonna come on last 2-3 minutes. What can he do when it's stoppage time? So he's not gonna do that for Liverpool. But for his national team, he is the star. He's the main guy. And you guys saw the stat is that he actually scored 7 goals for Switzerland. That's more than any other players in this side, Switzerland's team. He scored 7 goals in all major tournaments, bro. And I'm not sure he's on record with another player. I forgot from which country. So this guy, he's a big game player for them. You know he's a starter. Obviously, Shaka is a captain. Seferovic is a main striker, number 9.
Yeah.
They have Embolo and cause problems as well.
Yep.
So, they are a decent side. But Shaq, I just got to give him a shout out, and I really hope he stays, because if you give him the minutes, he can show what he can do. You guys saw his right-footed goal, weaker foot, bro. He's got a brace in that game. Right foot outside the box, bro. Insane goal. So yeah, shout out man like Shaq. But unfortunately, they don't have enough, and what it takes to beat France, the World Cup holders. So for me, France wins it 3-1. I'll give Swiss a go. Or maybe 2-1, actually. 2-1. France. Won't be an easy game for them, but
right? Come on.
because France haven't played the best football either, so. And Moussa Dembele sent back home. And not Moussa Dembele, my bad. Ousmane Dembele. Injured. But yep, for me, France, like you guys.
Yeah, I'll keep
2-1,
it
I would
as
say.
well. Pogba's,
France
I just want to touch on Pogba's assist as well.
So 3-1 for Aekavin.
What a Jesus!
Poggy.
What a Jesus of an assist that was.
Almost scored an
Jesus
amazing
of a
goal last night.
Yeah.
If
But
Man United
Patricio
could actually
pulled out a world-class
grow a
save.
brain and sign a center defensive midfielder
Yeah.
partner Paul Pogba,
I mean, like, what
so
the
much
fuck,
damage.
man? How
Just
can we
sign a
not,
CDM.
bro?
Now
How can
he
we
can
not play him in a
silence.
Mazzella role?
I've been saying this, bro. This guy, he's world class. End of discussion.
Yeah.
You can see he's world class with France.
Yeah.
So he is a world class player.
Bro,
To play him right.
The thing is, why are we playing the way we're playing
if
Bruno?
he has a
him-
guy like
play
Kante
we're
can literally
playing
make
Bruno.
anyone a good player also though.
Yeah.
But that's
You know,
that's all
Pogba,
Pogba
Kante
needs. A
have
guy
not
like
lost a game
Kante.
at all,
Yeah.
So he has that freedom in front of him to just roam
Bro,
around
I don't even
when
get
Kante
it.
is there to do a job behind him.
Play him as a Mazzella role, center mid who can go to the left, to the right. Let him do his cutting
Exactly.
shit.
Yeah.
Why are we making him so central? And here's the thing: it's not that it's only Ole. Every manager that had Pogba makes the same mistake with him.
Even when he was
Juventus.
in Juve.
Oh, actually, Juve, he was scoring a lot of
Actually,
goals.
Juve,
though, right?
he was scoring.
he was
You mean
scoring.
different managers in United? You mean?
Yeah.
I was thinking of his other
So-
clubs.
No,
That's
I
the
meant
With
thing.
in
Juve, he
United.
was bossing it, man.
He was bossing it, yeah. In
Just
United,
like
he's-
he does for
if you
his
bring in
national
If you
team.
bring in like Declan Rice, right? If you have like a Declan Rice
Yeah.
next to him or someone,
That's
or
why
some
you guys
sort,
want to sign Rice.
I
Yeah.
pre-
allow Pogba to go forward.
No, but the thing is, we're not gonna,
defensive
right?
work.
We're not gonna.
Yeah,
you know
we're
that,
not
right?
going to. That's the
No,
thing.
even
Because if he has like
even
a
if
Fred
he
or
gets
McTominay, he
Dex-
can perform like how he
Pogba's a
does.
box-to-box midfielder. He
France.
drops deep and plays forward. Every time Pogba loses the
Bro,
ball,
Here's the
we
thing:
concede.
we could get Conte, right? And they would still play Pogba in the same role. I swear to God. Conte as in the Angolo, not the manager. He would still play the same stupid role that he's playing.
That's all I can
I
say.
don't fucking get it, bro. But anyways, France is in, I think. Gonna be,
Yeah,
for me,
France.
2-0.
I hope not.
Every big team 2-0.
Yeah.
But I think France. Yeah, I hope not, but France.
Yeah, if there's
Hey.
no surprises, then easily France, man.
It could be a 1-1 to go to extra time, though. I would not be surprised.
Yeah,
'cause
that's the
France
thing.
has
Because like I
struggled
said,
in these-
they're not playing the best football.
If Hungary
Even though-
can get a point,
Even though it was
Hungary
Hungary's
get a
home and
point.
all
Yeah.
that, but then, it was a draw, and they
Now, but
beat
let's be
Germany
honest,
only.
the backing of the
And
fa-
they,
the back-
and the
backing
only
of the
win they got
France
so far is from an own goal, by the way, when they played against Germany, Hummels, which his son
Oh.
celebrated, by the way. But then that's their only victory
Wait.
for France so far is from the own goal that
What do you
Hummels
say,
scored.
Narendra? Who
Hummels came out
celebrated?
to say his son celebrated his own goal. He's too young to know what it means.
Oh.
Like, his son thought like, oh, you get the ball at the back. Oh yeah,
Like,
daddy scored.
Papa, goal. Then.
And the thing is, against you a lot, Portugal, it was a draw 2-2, right? 3 penalties in that game. So they haven't played the convincing football that we know them from the World Cup. And even in the World Cup, if I'm not wrong, guys, they were winning like Griezmann penalties, nicking it here and there. Obviously, the finals was a great performance. That was a convincing one. Even against Argentina in the semis, like how Mbappe ran the show, 4-3 they won. It had to take power to score that screamer from right back, right? Top corner. But again, this tournament, when you're right, if it's a 1-1 draw, no one would be surprised at all. But if nothing goes wrong, then France through.
Yeah, France. Yeah.
Okay.
But you see, Hungary have the backing of their fans on their side. That's the thing. If Switzerland can bring in,
bro, Hungary
fans,
had Salai and Sazalai. That's why, bro. Anyways, we move.
There's Roland Salai and also their captain. Shout out to these two.
And even the guy who scored, Flitto, whatever his name was, against France.
Yeah.
What a celebration, mate. The way he jumped over those ropes. Bro, go hurdling. That's your next job.
Even the fact that we're talking about Hungary, I know we can do that when we talk about Germany, England next. But Hungary, man. 2-2 against Germany. People were like, oh, it's playing at Allianz Arena. Bayern Munich's home. Germany will batter them 3-0. Like, forget about Hungary playing well against Portugal and France. Now they're playing away. But guess what? As soon as Germany equalized from kickoff, they went on to score 2-1, and then ended up 2-2. So unlucky at a point they were going through as third.
Yeah.
Damn it. Like, man. It had to be the 3 big teams in the end that we want to see eventually. But what a story would have been if I saw a video today of Hungary fans going crazy. It hurts just to see, these teams, they give it out their all. That's why we want to see Denmark pushing it till the end. But yeah, shout out to the Hungarians, man. Like, they were literally hungry in this tournament. You could see it.
Yeah. Raining like insane as well yesterday.
Yeah. Can I just touch on the referee?
Yeah, madness, raining in the.
Yeah. Can I touch on the referee on the Portugal game, please?
Huh?
That referee. Can I just touch on the referee?
The referee
on that Portugal game?
Oh, which game?
That
Go for
Mbappe penalty. That Mbappe penalty.
Bro, that ref is a main guy we keep talking about in every other episode, bro. The Champions League guy, the Liga guy, who's gonna retire after this tournament. He said, from major tournaments. Bro, even shout out to my friend David. He was like, this guy's giving out pens after pens, bro. Like, what's wrong with him?
Insane, bro. Like, I was just thinking that the refs have been so good in this tournament. They barely blow. They let the players play. Until this game, man, they blow for everything, man, mate.
And we talked about before we actually started recording today that Mbappe, even according to me, that was not a penalty. Yes, it was in the box. There was an argument whether it's inside or outside. It was in the box, but then Semedo didn't do anything, bro. It was like Mbappe, he literally got what he wanted, So
for me, I'm
pens for me.
Also not sure about the first
one. One is debatable, but for me, the handball, Portugal's second, that was a clear handball. Yeah. But yeah, Mbappe, not a pen for me. Not at all, man.
Yeah. Can move on.
Let's go to Wembley now. Wembley Stadium.
The big one.
Is it coming home?
Yeah. It's the Germans against the English. World War One, World War II. I can't wait
for this game, bro.
Lampard.
It's time for revenge,
so many
bro.
reasons for
redemption time.
So many reasons.
No goal line technology back then. Stupid Neuer got the ball back out.
Yep. And, there's so much history.
Shout out Lamps.
And England has a terrible record against this team as well. Absolutely terrible. The only time England has beat this team is in World War. That's it, bro. And that's because of America. But anyways, we will nail this. Narid, you're wearing the English shirt, so you go, man.
Yeah, I mean, there's a reason why I'm wearing this tonight, an England shirt instead of Spain, because obviously the previous show I wore Spain. I can still wear another kit of Spain this time, but I wanted to do this. You know why? Because it's the last time I'll get to wear it before we get knocked out. So you can see I'm not as optimistic. I'm not as confident, but do we have a chance? 100%. Because talking about how France not playing the most convincing football, all the big teams apart from the likes of Belgium and Netherlands, who obviously got like an easy group as well, and the Italians, these three are the 3 big sides that are okay. They have a huge shout to do well this tournament. But the likes of France, Germany, Portugal, they're in the same group of death. So obviously they do have to lose or drop points to one another, and Hungary somehow stepped up. Again, Germany against France. I don't think they played the best football at all. Shout out to Gosens. What a player. Gosens, left back from Atalanta, their best player so far.
Brilliant.
Even though poor last night gave us just 1 point in fantasy. So disappointed. Sub him on for, I know Dumfries got 1 point, but at least I subbed him off. Got in Gosens for Ricardo Rodriguez, who got 2 points, and this guy got me 1. But anyways, the whole team were poor last night, but they somehow came back to the game. Shout out Kai Havertz, who's been on form this whole tournament.
Yep.
And Sane started for Muller. Last night was Muller's injured, but should be back for this game, I think. But talking about us now, England, we still got to see if, UEFA will allow Mason Mount and Chilwell to be in contention for this game if they can come back to full training. Right now, they're self-isolating, training themselves, which is just stupid in my opinion, because if these guys, they're teammates with Billy Gilmore, Chelsea together, I understand that. They had a conversation for 20 minutes, which pissed off Roy Keane, but you can do anything to piss off Roy Keane, to be honest.
Yeah.
But then if the whole Scottish players, right, the whole team of Scotland, they can go on to play their game against Croatia. Yeah, you got to complete the group stage, I understand. But why these two are getting treated this way when the whole Scottish team, all the players have to share the same dressing room, have their meals together with Billy Gilmore, probably made way more contact than those two did. Obviously, now they're going back home because they're knocked out, Scotland. Shout out, Robbo. Again, England, with or without these two players, we do have a chance. And again, I'm not going to talk much about Southgate because I'm digging at all managers today. But again, it's my team, the second team I'm supporting. So we have a chance. I do want to win, especially for that game that we got robbed. Lampard, what a goal. He would have came back 2-2. I believe he lost 4-1 that game, I think.
Yeah.
4-1. But yeah, back then, no goal line technology, no VR. Now it's at Wembley. I'm glad we topped the group. We are yet to concede. Against Croatia, it wasn't, again, convincing. Because, again, Croatia, they're aging, like we said. 1-0 from Sterling. And against Scotland, that's the game where I'm like, God, Southgate, this is where you start experimenting now. So far, this whole tournament, you bring on Sancho on the 84th minute in the last game against Czech. Let me tell you guys this, yeah. I told you guys before we came on the show. This guy, if you just look at the ending of last season, he's been on form. If you compare all of the wingers, let's not talk about Harry Kane. Now he's our captain. He's a striker. Of course, he won the Golden Boot and the Playmaker Award. But talking about wingers, in the pecking order for me, he's up there. Yeah, and he started my England's 11. I put Foden and all that and Grealish. But now I realize you can't just have all these players that are going to come in and cut in and play in the middle of the pitch. You got to play out wide. You got to play out wide now and let the wingers do their job to put in. Why is Kane watching England now is like watching Spurs? It reminds me of Spurs because Kane is dropping back more. Yeah. But he doesn't have the likes of Son or Moura that he can pass through the lines and all that, and give out those assists he does for his club, because he's dropping back because he's not receiving the ball. He's not getting the service. So the people that are saying he's not world-class, shout out Robbie. Not shout out for that though, but that's an outrageous statement, by the way. But he said Kane, he didn't prove it on big stages. You can talk about Champions League final against Liverpool, but the whole team was poor. You can talk about England against Croatia in the semifinals in the World Cup. Whole team was poor that night. Trippier only with the amazing free kick. So you can't just blame this guy alone when he's not getting the service that he wants, that he gets from his club as well. In Spurs, yeah, he's dropping back, but he's assisting to Sonny. That's what they want to do. But for this, he's not dropping back because Southgate told him to drop back. He's dropping back because he's not getting the balls. And once he get the ball, who's in the box? No one. Is this Raheem? He's our only goal scorer in the tournament. Two goals, both from Raheem. Great hitter. Yeah. But here's the thing. We should have battered Scotland. We didn't win 1-0. It was 0-0. So, yes, unbeaten so far. Pickford, yeah, clean sheet, all that. I'm not buying that shit, man. And Southgate, you better stick with your same lineup last game. Literally. When I say stick, I am talking about Maguire. Play with Stones. Don't dare bring back Tyron Mings, by the way. You want to play 3 at the back because Germany now? I will understand. 3 at the back. Walker as well. Play Trippier. Luke Shaw. I'll understand that. Okay. But we know he's going to go with the base of Calvin Phillips and Rice, which I agree, by the way, is playing Germany.
Yeah,
now is I don't mind two holding.
Yeah.
Against Scotland, why are you playing two holding? Against Czech, you're leading. Why are you still playing two holding Rice and bring on Hendo and Jude Bellingham 4-3-3? Go with more like, players with flares. I mean, of course, I agree Jude has to come on. I'm not saying he shouldn't come on that night. But why are you so afraid to go all out? Now, I don't mind. It will be Calvin and Rice, trust me, because Hendo, for me, he's not fit enough to start. Got 45 minutes a few nights ago in the third game. And I think before he played 45 minutes in the Romania game where he missed a pen. Literally, in the first two games in Euros, he didn't play. So, no, I would not start Hendo. I'm literally not starting him now. When I was making our lineup, that's the general one before the tournament. Now, being realistic, no Hendo. You can play for the back if you want, but please don't drop Grealish and Saka. Saka, that boy, man. Is he 18, 19, 19? He carried Arsenal, literally. Arsenal got top 10 because of him. If he's carrying his club like Arsenal, not even Aubameyang, other guys, played for England in the friendly games, I think scored as well.
Yeah.
I forgot who it was against, like maybe Austria. I don't know. But like I remember he scored one goal before the Euros as well. Got man of the match. Now first start, man of the match again. They call it star of the match in this tournament.
He didn't score, but he still took out his shirt.
Yeah. The reason why Jack Grealish assisted Raheem, the build-up play started from Saka, who got the ball up the pitch. Yeah. So, players like Saka, then you can play him deep. I think he'll still go back to Foden. I wouldn't say Foden's having a poor tournament. I would say
he can't fit the system.
Like he just can't exactly. It's wrong to play him out wide. Like I know I put him on the right side, but that's just wrong. You play him where Mount would play. You play him where Grealish would play in the camp. Yeah, Grealish can obviously play down the left.
I think Grealish should play
like he does for Villa.
And then you play like.
But we're not gonna do a whole conversation or another show about our lineup for this Germany game. But then, if I would say the same thing I said about Spain, if he gets his lineup right, Southgate, we do have a chance. Oh man, but the fact that we finished top of the group winners and we're playing at Wembley, and I want to beat them so bad. Yeah. And I have a friend who's half German, half Thai. Shout out, boy.
Boy.
I'm not just stating his gender, but his name is Boy, guys. And
Euro.
So it was getting heated last night. So please don't let me down, England, and so I can rub it to his face. I'll rub it in his face the first thing as soon as we go through. If we go through, but
we'll go through.
For now, it is coming home. For now, I would say we win it. I wouldn't say on pens for this game, even though I wouldn't be surprised. And you wouldn't be surprised if you get knocked out too, obviously. But the fact that we're playing at home advantage, Wembley Stadium, and again, Germany, they don't. Before the tournament, here's the thing: we didn't expect them to do so well. Yeah. We thought, if there's any shocker of that group of death, it will be Germany out, Hungary in. Yeah. Yesterday, at a point, I went on Discord with my friends because by halftime, Germany was losing 1-0 to Hungary. And during the game, Hungary was going through. Germany was sent back to second. Bro, I was like, you guys bottled the World Cup. You lost to South Korea and went home, not even as third. You went home as fourth, bottom of the group. Last night, at some point, they were fourth again, sending Hungary third. At a point, Hungary was second because of the Portugal-France game, and France were leading and all that. So, man, they haven't been playing the best football in Germany. So I can see their defense not the best. Portugal got 2 against them. France got 1. Yes, 1 goal. And you could see if Hungary can explore their defense, Neuer is not the Neuer that we know. He's still the captain. But we can cause them problems, 100%. It's just the back that I'm worried. But we haven't conceded. But again, it's Czech. It's Scotland. And it's Croatia, not the best Croatia side. So this game, I don't think we'll keep a clean sheet. But you better start the same back four. It better be Maguire. He got the minutes now, 90 minutes. You better not bring Tyron Mings back all of a sudden. That's just going to ruin it. Now you build on from here. Like I said, with Spain, stick to the same back five. Whatever you're going to do in front, that's different. The most important position of the whole and the spine it comes from your defense. You build up didn't Fergie say you have a strong defense and that'll win you games and trophies.
Defense wins you title, attack win you games.
Exactly.
So I think that's Jose. I'm not sure.
No, I think it
said something along those lines as well, bro. Like,
he did. No, you're not.
Anyways, I know you guys want to share your opinions on England as well, but just to give a score, entertaining England 3, Germany 2.
Wow. All
Extra
right.
time
High-scoring
or extra
game.
time?
Nope. In 95 goals.
Nice.
5-goal thriller.
All right. Aekavin,
But our winning goal will come in the 90th minute. By
Wow.
you know who?
H.
Harry Classe. You know
H.
the rest, boys.
H.
Harry Class A, you know the rest.
All right.
And he is world class, by the
For
way.
sure. Don
I'm
Robbie.
saying it to Robbie, man. Don Robbie. Shout out again.
But Ty, you ate the whole popcorn, man. Share the popcorn supposed to share with others, Ty.
Exactly. That's why
Supposed to
right
share
now
the
we're shouting, giving a
popcorn.
shout out to Don Robbie's channel, not AFTV. It's a
Ty's
different
getting
one.
salty,
Yup.
so he's got to eat salt.
Doing
Well,
watch alongs
Ty's-
for all the games.
Ty's getting
Shout out
salty,
to
so he's
them.
got to eat some salty popcorns, right? He's getting salty, so he's got to eat some salty popcorn.
I just love it when because you know in the last round where match day 3 they're all like playing same time and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, the same group playing
Oh, by the
together
way,
same
I
time.
had to talk about something. I didn't like. the
Robbie was
way
actually like,
they
"Yo,
tried to
Ty,
tug in.
watch your game and you know commentate on it, man." Ty doesn't even care about
Yeah.
the
You know-
international games, bro.
Alright, so I just want to touch on something before we move on to like the predictions and stuff. You know that day on the live stream, right? Ty and
Yep,
Robbie had
been
a-
watching it all, man.
Mhm.
All the watch alongs.
There was a watch along, right? And Charlene was there too. Then at the
Shout
end
out
of the stream,
Charlene.
yeah, shout out to
Arsenal
them.
fan. Shout out Pippa. Shout out Abby. All the lovely ladies.
Yeah.
Great
Happy
woman.
birthday, Pippa, by the way, and
Especially
Charlene as
Abby,
well.
the blonde one, I think. Was it? Abby.
Yep,
Abby.
Spurs fan.
Abby Summers, yeah.
Had a debate with Robbie about Kane is world
Yeah.
class,
He
you
is.
know, and
She and
expressions and other
She and
Spurs.
AGT studied in school together when they were younger, but yeah.
Mm.
I just want to touch on the fact that
Oh, yeah,
Ty
the
was
incident,
forced to chug in alcohol at the end of the stream. I didn't like that. The fact that he was
Same,
forced
same.
to. He mentioned that he was Muslim, but that does not. But he just said I just prefer not to drink alcohol. So if he doesn't want to drink alcohol, it's up to him.
Yeah, in beginning of the
wanted to be
stream when
there.
they're all getting their drinks, he states it right away, like, "No, I
Yeah.
don't drink." When others others
He
are always
takes his
offering him,
Pepsi
he's
out.
like, "No, I don't drink. I don't drink."
He takes his Pepsi out and he drinks it. That's
So
perfectly fine. He
yeah,
can
just
drink
Pepsi
soda.
and popcorn, bro.
Yeah.
Literally,
Yeah.
the
He
whole bowl
wants,
to himself.
he wants diabetes.
PB.
Yeah.
But yeah, I
But
didn't
yeah,
like that,
even though
but
I saw Robbie
if
came out to say,
they-
"I didn't pressure him. I didn't force him."
they're still great people, fantastic
Yeah.
people.
Hey, Robbie's
But
amazing.
Yeah.
I just feel that.
Yeah.
I just feel that I think it was a bit.
We love
over
all of
the
them,
top,
and that's why
but
we're watching the watch alongs. They're entertaining to us. You know,
Exactly.
I mute both my TV screens and just listen to their watch
Still-
along instead of the.
still love and
commentary,
respect
you
to
know?
Robbie. Still love and respect to Robbie and everything. Of course, fantastic people, but I don't think this is the right way to chug alcohol
Yeah.
down.
Yeah.
sometimes.
And me and
Yeah,
Kroon
that's
talked
the
about this
way
the
to
other
go
day,
to-
where we just don't like how he's being
It's a life
treated. You know, like
decision,
his the treatment he's been receiving
Yeah.
from
Health, yeah,
from the
yeah.
comments as well. It's
Imagine
just like,
how he feels. He's sitting there with his friends and he's the only
yeah,
guy
and
being
it's
targeted.
so easy for people to
such a
sit behind
dick.
their phones and their keyboards, man, and type
They
up
all
stuff.
wind him up, pick out
Come
on
face to
him.
face and
I-
say
Yeah,
it.
I don't
and
like that
Ty is an
sometimes.
easy target, man.
Nah.
If you're a man,
Yeah,
pick on Robbie.
they
man.
always pick on him
Pick on
because
Robbie.
he's an easy one.
Why is no one
And
picking on Robbie?
Shadow
If you're a
Expressions
man, pick
always
on him.
reading all comments. I think
Yeah.
sometimes
They get-
Robbie
No, they
not
they
digging
give
on
bot
him, but
comments, don't
sometimes he purposely doesn't read his
Yeah, yeah.
own
Yeah,
insults and all that.
Yeah.
It's just always tied, and he's laughing at
and
them.
it's
I just don't
always
like it as well.
Ty.
So I
It's
totally hear
always
you.
Ty.
In his expressions, he reads out his part as well, and he's like,
Yeah.
you know what, whatever you want to say, you say.
Yeah,
Like
that
it's fine.
Expressions
They
legend.
always-
And
some
you
bots
can't
in
you
the
can't even
comments,
go
so Robbie doesn't
overboard
read them all.
because you will be banned and blocked by YouTube, and as the page itself, the admin of the page of the channel, you can block them and kick them out. So
Yeah.
they'll just choose not to read it, and they can just block them. So forget about those
The
people.
thing
man.
is, there's a lot
No
of bots and
respect.
stuff, bots and troll in the comments. Yeah, like you said. So don't read out the names, just read out the comments.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
even the names.
Oh
They-
yeah. Abby
It's
got
really funny.
baited.
And Abby's
Just
the
got
latest
baited,
one.
latest
man.
one.
Last
He
night.
He never got baited before. Les
you know,
Mass.
the
That's all I'm gonna say.
master.
Les
That's all
Mass.
I'm gonna say. Master, because
I said Mass. Hey, you have to say the last one.
going going to master soon.
L-
Yeah, go in
Master.
as the guest.
Gate? Oh, gate.
Southgate.
Southgate,
Yeah, we were talking about Southgate, by the way. So yeah,
Southgate,
England
yeah.
next. I'm done with
Yes.
England.
So next, I'll go to you, Aekavin, for the England game.
All right, so England and
As a neutral fan.
Uh huh.
No, maybe not. I'm not being neutral about this. By the way, I might be one side.
Which side are you?
England.
Okay,
Yeah, nice.
I'll take.
Joining the party,
Yeah.
joining our side, loving it.
So England for me.
But yeah, I meant like speaking from a neutral fan's perspective, you know, because
Yeah,
me and
neutral
we
fan
actually
perspective,
supporting.
yeah.
Yeah, we actually
yeah,
support.
yeah. But yeah, what do you think, bro?
'Cause I do support England sometimes, and for me, the game against Scotland just shows that England need to play the correct lineup for me. This game is do or die for England, and proving that Gareth Southgate is the right man to go forward, or is he the man that's
It's either coming home or they're going home. The team's going home.
Yeah.
back into your
Either or.
back to work on Monday morning.
Yep. They don't work on Monday though. These players. Man.
I mean, training's on Monday, isn't it?
Yeah.
Their games on Monday night. What was it, Monday night or is it like a Wednesday night? I'm not even sure.
Who?
England.
No.
No, this
It's a
this game's on Tuesday,
Monday
11
night.
p.m.
It's a
Yeah.
Tuesday night.
Because Spain
So,
is
England-
one, right?
Last day of the,
So
round
England
16,
have a
Tuesday,
have a-
11 p.m.
So give us your short. What do you think, England? You think we'll make it? We'll die? Whatever.
They made it through with just 2 goals, keeping clean sheet. They haven't conceded a goal yet.
That's
So
why I agree,
for me-
Raheem. You can't drop him, and you can't drop man like Harry Kane, who's your captain,
Yeah.
who can step up, you know, and get
Bukayo
his first
Saka
goal.
and Jack Grealish have to start.
other
Jadon
players,
Sancho
man.
has to be on.
Yeah,
And England haven't impressed me as of that much because of the performance in recent games. The game against Scotland for me had a draw written all over it. I thought, you know what, this is a classic England-Scotland match. I thought, you know, it could be a draw. I wanted England to win, but I was not surprised that it's a draw because it's Scotland. In the end, it's
Yeah.
your
It's a
your
tense
UK
fixture.
You're the
yeah.
UK. It's
That was
a UK
that was
derby.
a derby, man. Yep.
Yeah.
It's a classic. It's
derby.
a classic match. That was the game I looked forward to the most, but it ended 0-0.
Yeah.
Scotland's the game for me.
Exactly.
It's always the game for me. It's
100%.
like you look forward to a match,
And they're back in a major tournament after like
what
23 years. So like, you know,
Yeah.
so pumped up, and you know, for the game, like
back in all those years.
the
Gaza
build up to it was
and,
insane.
This
Yeah,
match,
that guy. And then I thought Phil Foden
going
would
back
do the
to-
same. I told my cousin brother, shout out Nihal, your friend. I told him, look at Foden. He dyed his hair like, you know, Paul Gascoigne, that's his
Gaza.
name, right? The legend.
Yeah.
Gaza and
Phil
Gaza
Foden
scored
will
against
never, ever be
Gaza
Gaza.
scored against Scotland. So I told Nihal, watch Foden score against Scotland now, but 0-0, disappointing game. Even though Stones hit the post, but I think they had the better chances that night.
Yeah.
Stonesy hit the post, didn't he?
What a
Yeah.
leap, man! The way he jumped to get
Yeah.
that. I mean, geez,
Yeah.
I was surprised.
That was our best
Ooh,
chance.
That was Ronaldo jump, man.
I don't
To
mean
get that.
I don't mean to brag, but Ronaldo did the same thing
Yeah.
against France. That he could have
Ronaldo's
but
Ronaldo,
yeah.
man. He's different, bro.
super
Another
human.
level,
But
man.
yeah, anyways, going back to all those years ago, England Germany had a goal line technology issue that still rings in my head today. It still rings in my head today because that was the game I was watching that game in 2010. I was like, that should have been a goal. Should have been a goal.
It was a goal
It was a goal in
Yeah.
our hearts, but it was not a goal according to
for them.
Yeah.
It was. I think it was the clearest goal you could have given.
It's
Yeah.
a goal
Clearest
any
goals you
day,
could
mate.
do.
I saw it from the
It-
TV
it-
at a
it-
restaurant.
it's not even like about fine margins.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes you can argue, is it the
Yeah,
football?
it's
Is it not
like,
the football?
ooh,
Like
ooh,
Liverpool's been unlucky with
Yeah,
that.
the whole goddamn
But
fucking ball.
This was clearer than the one that Sheffield got robbed against. Was
Yeah.
it Villa on
Yeah.
the return
Yeah.
of the Premier League?
It was
this
clear
was
that when Tottenham
clear,
got a
bro.
halfway shot against United, and then was that guy again? Carroll had to make a save, and it went in the goal.
Oh,
Roy
I know
Carroll
Pedro Mendes. Pedro Mendes
took a
shot that.
right?
Took the shot from beyond half field. And
Spurs
dumbass
were
Roy
robbed-
Carroll
Spurs
allowed
were
him to.
robbed that
Yeah,
But
I remember that. I remember that stupid shit. That guy was the worst keeper to ever wear a United shirt. But I love him. But he's shit.
But
Worse than
anyways,
everyone.
I think this
Cammy
for
wears
me
a
is the
Karius,
game.
man.
This is the game of the round.
It was.
England against Germany. Germany have not impressed me as well because of their recent draw against Hungary and the way they played against France. But the way they get then again Portugal, they put in a really good performance. They got their deserved win. Coming up to this game, Germany have scored more goals than England. Let's not forget that they've been more clinical in front of
Conceded
goal
more.
than England. conceded more as well. But England, but then again, this
scored
game,
6,
me,
conceded like
both
5.
sides. I think both sides have got goals. There'll be 3 goals, and 2 of them will go to England. 1 will go to Germany. So 2-1 England for me. I think England will go through.
Yeah.
Germany, unfortunately, will go home. The end of Joachim Löw's reign as a Germany manager, and ended off with a
this is where his journey will
England
end.
at Wembley under the crowd of England fans. Oh, just to speak of Wembley, by the way.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're gonna say. Go for it.
Okay. You know what I'm saying. The Wembley security, the way they took
troops
out,
fuck that
was
shit.
absolutely disgrace.
Yeah.
If Thogden and Thogdad can
Just
get
for
away,
vlogging.
Yeah.
Vlogging. Are you
Yeah.
mad?
big up Thogden and Thogdad,
Yeah.
My people. Thogdad, by the way, follows me back on Instagram.
Here's the thing though, right? Can I ask you something? You know the Togden and Togdad's videos? If you notice, now this I might be wrong because I didn't watch their Euro videos, but I watched their non-Euro videos, right?
Yeah.
So like, here's the thing. Do you notice how Troops actually shows the game a bit?
Yes.
Like very little bit, even a
But Thogden also shows the penalties.
So he also does, right? That's what I wanted to ask.
Little bit.
Lesser than Troops, though, you think? Because Troops shows kind of
But Troops
a lot, man.
But they claim that maybe Troops said something, or was it like?
I follow him on his channel and stuff, Troops TV and all that when he comes on AFTV or Don Robbie's channel. But
did you see
I really see
that
the things he
fans
vlog, man.
fans are allowed to bring their cameras and everything inside?
You know what? I think it could have been an American thing as well because it's an American production.
That's why
it's not a British production.
He didn't get like kicked out. He got like escorted.
Yeah,
so.
It was Barstool who did it, right? It was Barstool who the guy who was holding the camera is an American. I can hear from his accent, 100%.
Exactly.
Yes.
Walking behind Troops with the camera.
Jet ski.
And then he's like, "I'll keep the camera here. Just let me go. Let us go in. Let's keep the camera. We'll go in."
He was being honest.
Man.
Like he did nothing wrong. He was being totally honest.
Love his stories though. I was laughing. Look at these mugs. I've been to Wembley longer than these guys working here.
Yeah, mug.
Respect. Shout out Troops. Love him.
Shout out blood.
Love you, fam. Love your blood.
Kicked off a filming blood. Like that. But yeah,
for vlogging. For vlogging, fam.
Vlogging.
Fam blood.
Vlogging, vlogging blood from Wembley to the pub. Yeah, he goes to the pub and then he misses Saka's goal. Saka's performance as well. So it was a sad day. He's gonna continue vlogging, but yeah.
I mean,
England win 2-1.
But yeah, talking about this, I actually want to talk about the knockout stages. The fact that you talked about Wembley, I expect you to bring this up after I shared you guys a story of Troops that night. But just talking about this round itself, should have said something from the beginning, but I forgot. I think now fans are allowed like 45K because semifinals and finals will be 60K. Now we'll have more fans as well for England. I think group stage was lesser than that. Now it's gonna be 45 guys. So that's good for us. Advantage to the home team. So yeah.
Okay. I'll take it and then we'll go to the Sweden game. So England against Germany. To be honest, I've been supporting both teams this tournament. I'm supporting Germany because my dad's a huge German fan.
Shout out to your dad.
Yep. And I want to support it with him. He gets way too excited with it, man.
This will be a great game.
Has
for
like
you
an
guys,
afro and everything. You saw that?
This is a game for you guys, man. Oh yeah, I saw.
Yeah. The game for the
Tuesday, what a game
for
you guys, man.
Mom
Tuesday,
versus dad, England versus Germany. Absolute beast of a game.
So which side will you be sitting?
English, man.
With
all
mom
day. All day with mom. England. Fuck the Germans when it comes to England. But here's the thing though. Now I want to touch on something that I think you guys have probably thought of. And I know they said he was injured or whatever. Like he dropped out of the squad. But imagine Mason. When we can't find goals right now from anywhere, where's the goal coming from?
He's the guy who would score from outside the box.
He would score. He'd have a goal by now.
These rounds, you need that one little moment.
That one little moment, and he provides
get you to the next round.
Exactly. He's the guy who has that one move. You want a player that has that one move. Salah has his cut to the left. When nothing's going your way.
Yeah.
Mason has the same thing. What
because
to do
we know
when
Grealish,
nothing's going your way?
Grealish likes to take on players and drive through. Drive in. So Grealish won't take a shot halfway out. Man. He always looks for those passes. Chong and all that play 1-2-1-2. Just like Saka.
Yeah.
You're right. There's only like Mount actually because Foden doesn't really do that much. And again, Hendo, even if he plays, not the best in doing that. He can only whip in balls. We literally have no one.
No,
you're right. Harry Kane can do it if he drops that deep, though. Exactly. But you're right. Mason
is missing right now. Like, you know, he took Kane out. He took Kane out twice, right, in this tournament. This fucking idiot, or once.
Yeah,
twice.
Right?
I
think twice.
Yeah. Anyway,
only in the last game, I think he played full.
Imagine having Mason to replace Kane, man. The guy knows where the goal is. It's like you can let him take shots blind, and I feel like he's got the goal.
UEFA, you better allow him to play this game, please.
And also one more thing, I think honestly, I would start Hendo, bro. Even though you said he's injured, I feel like I want some experience.
Yeah, not as fit, but bro, I would actually start him too. But I've been saying that because I know Saudi is gonna end
up. He's not gonna.
those two.
So I'll agree, man. Calvin's so since Hendo is out of the question because Southgate is like fuck no. I agree that we need two. I've been a big criticizer of the two CDM shit, but now we need it.
Because imagine this, guys. I'm gonna leave it here. Imagine this: Goretzka, Tony Cruz, and for us, Declan Rice and Calvin Phillips. Imagine that. That's the battle in the mid, bro.
But imagine we could have Dex, who has that youngster, that speed, that strength, and we have that experience in Hendo.
Like Phillips is a guy who I will drop because Dex does a better job defensively than Hendo and Calvin. You know, but then Hendo is more advanced than Phillips. He's a guy when he came on 45 minutes, didn't play that good. I mean, he scored but offside. And at a point, I was like, "That's a goal because they didn't touch our player," you know. But then we saw the VAR.
The one issue with England,
Bellingham touched it. But Hendo whipped in the ball on the right side. That's what he's good at. But Calvin won't give you that. So I agree with Hendo as well.
Champions League winner, Premier League
Champions League and Premier League winner. And Calvin, he just came up to the Prem, bro.
He will tell you, go there, go here. Like him and Maguire, you have two leaders now. This, that, pointing, shouting, whatever. You need that, man. H as well. H is leading from H leading from the front. Maguire leading from the back.
You're not even sniffing the Champions League, man. Rice just got Europa. But Hendo, like you said, Champions League winner, UCL winner.
I want some.
Start him,
and you cannot.
We need some experience, man.
I want Hendo to start this game. You can bench him the next game if you want. If he's not fit. But against Germany, I want
because you know what? If we go to the next round, you can literally drop more players and rotate more because we will get either Sweden or Ukraine. Imagine that if you go through. So,
here's the thing, though, Aekavin, touching on what you said about they shouldn't defend a lot. Let me ask you something, though. How do you think Germany is going to play with Sane, Gnabry, Havertz, Timo? If he plays, he's not going to.
Playing two defensive midfielders is not.
But the Germans, they press high, man.
Yep. And speed, right? That's what they're going to do. Counter, Keegan, boom, 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 boom. That's why.
And the thing is, Tony Cruz, if you give him time, he can cause you problems. So I think we need to outrun their players,
I want
their
the
midfielders.
Same performance against
Get
Croatia.
To the ball right away.
That professional Croatian performance that England gave in this game.
And you know what? Now we wouldn't even mind a 1-0 win up until the finals and win all the way until we win it. We'll take that now. Yeah. It's not the group stage anymore. Yes, we do want to nick a 1-0 now. Now that's knockout stages. We'll take it all day, man. 1-0.
I just want to see Kane lift the trophy so people can't say that he's not world class anymore.
No. And he deserves it by now, man. At least
he's one of the best.
A silverware.
One of the best players. Man. Yeah, he deserves a silver. That's the only thing missing from his CV. He's got the goals. He's got the assists. He's got the accolades.
He's got the Audi Cup though.
Yeah, he got the Audi Cup.
Shout out to my dog.
Yeah,
that's my dog's name, Aekavin, by the way. You didn't know that, but yeah, Audi.
But I mean, he got that. Wait. Arsenal also, they keep getting the Emirates Cups, right? That's all they get, and they're the ones who are
they barely play it now, bro. They barely play it.
And that they're the ones that criticize the Harry Kane the most, man.
Yeah, and you know what? All they'll say,
they're jealous.
To their argument, FA Cup. Come on.
And this idiot.
He's Arsenal, one of our own.
Bro, Arsenal. H used to be at Arsenal, right? He used to be their youngster, you know that?
Yeah, he used to be there.
Went for trials on it when he was young. He was there.
And they let him go. They let him go, bro. That's what shows that when they said Wenger was going to sign Ronaldinho, Wenger was going to sign Ronaldo.
I thought Wenger rejected.
There you go.
Wenger rejected Ronaldo.
And now he has Kane under his wings and he's like, fuck off.
We were very close to signing him. like that.
Yeah. Hey, that's a good impression of him. Yeah, that was a good one.
But
I'll
yeah,
give it-
what's your prediction for England?
I'll give
So
my
yes,
prediction and then
score
we'll-
time.
England. Narrate, you wanna?
2-0. I'm kidding.
Joking. Not this one. This one,
My
I'll
classic
go
score
with.
would be 2-2, but
Mine is
I'm
one
gonna give
0.
England the win.
3-0?
No,
Nice.
1-0. It's
Nice.
1-0.
And
So,
that's the
clean
thing though.
sheet
Like
again.
this game can go either way.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's getting clean sheet again.
Clean sheet.
The fact is knockout stage, we'll see more of nils
Yeah.
and a team making it
1-0.
1-0 to play safe. Or it could just be a crazy,
Could be. It
open
could be.
game that, high
just-
scoring, entertaining game. 5-goal thriller. Who knows?
Not. This
We'll
is not the
find out.
same. This is not the same German team as what we really know as well, though. You know what I mean? Kind of. It's really
Yeah.
a lot of young players coming together for the first time, kind of thing.
Exactly.
But yeah, we move, man, to the last
Most
game.
boring game.
Boring game.
The most boring fixture of this.
I don't
we
even know
say
Alright.
why.
that, but we never know. It could be a good game.
It
We
could be
never
like
know
Yeah, I
it could
mean-
be a good game.
5-5.
Bro,
It could be.
Sweden's been
Every
playing
game of the
amazing
Euros has been
football,
bad.
bro. 3-2 last against Poland. And talk about Ukraine, they had an amazing game against Netherlands, and they
England,
played well
Scotland has
against
also been a fun game,
Macedonia.
despite being 0-0
Yeah.
end-to-end.
Unlucky
Very end-to-end.
against Austria, they lost 1-0, but they're playing some fine
Brilliant
football, bro. Both of them,
Yep.
yellow submarine maybe. Both teams wearing yellow. Villarreal.
Fucking Villarreal.
But yeah,
For
one left
real.
to wear the away kit.
Yep. So we
But
move to
shout
that
out
game.
Forsberg
What
and
Let's just-
Yarmolenko of the other team.
Yarmolenko, yeah.
And
Fantastic.
Yaremchuk.
and Yaremchuk, who didn't do shit for me on fantasy, even though I brought him.
Sweden,
Did it in the
Alexander
first
Isak.
2 games, but not the last
Yeah.
game.
Sweden, Alexander Isaac deserves.
Yep, him and
Yeah.
Forsberg, bro. These two, man.
Huh?
Oh, and
Shout
Yusuf
out.
Poulsen as well. Don't forget.
Kul-
Yusuf
Kul-
Poulsen deserves.
Kuleveski.
Wait,
And-
Yusuf Poulsen?
No, that guy's in
He's
Dane.
Danish, no?
Oh
Yeah.
no, sorry. There's
Yeah.
another, there's,
Danish.
another, there's another one.
I mean, there's
there's another one.
there's Victor Claesson, the guy who scored.
They have Dolberg that they bring on from time to
I
time.
thought you were
Dolberg.
gonna say Victor Lindelof. Like, nah.
Oh wait,
No, no.
Dolberg is also. What am I saying now?
Victor Lindelof.
Dolberg is also Danish, right?
Yeah.
You know they gave the man of the match to. They gave the man of the match. To
But the captain, man, Sebastian Larsen, always plays for
Lindelof in the
Sweden.
first
Yeah,
game
man.
Against
Always,
Spain.
always
playing.
there.
Against
Insane
Spain,
stuff.
they gave the man of the match to
Former
Victor
Sunderland.
Lindelof, but the
Hmm.
goalkeeper deserves it. Olsen, man. That keeper.
Oh, the
against
goalie,
Spain,
yeah, Olsen, 100%.
I don't know
Yeah,
how
yeah,
Victor
yeah.
Lindelof won the man of the match over him. I still don't know how that. I don't
Bro.
still don't
Match
know
day
how
2,
that
I had
happened.
him as my goalkeeper.
I tell you something, this Olsen guy turns into another beast when he plays international competition. He was
Yeah.
I think
so
he was
good in the
average.
World Cup. He was so good in the World Cup that I think an English
Got me
team bought
clean
him.
sheet. I think they beat Slovakia 1-0.
Who bought
Yeah.
him? Which
Fos-
Everton?
Fosbury
Everton bought
penalty.
him. Everton bought him after
You-
the World Cup.
I think it was Everton
have
actually.
Olsen,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then
Everton,
Roma
yeah.
got him. Absolute beast of a
Mm.
tank player.
He's better than Pickford. I still don't know how.
100%.
I still don't know how Pickford is. You know what I mean? Fucking ass.
Our
But he
starter,
saved
man.
England against
How?
Scotland though. He saved.
Well, that's
England.
great save,
Now,
great save.
Here's
man.
the thing.
You know, it's just his kicking. Do you see he's
Yeah.
kicking it to the opposition, bro, to the
Bro.
opponent? His
He's like
distribution is shit,
Jack
bro.
won that.
I
Yeah.
can't believe it, man. Like he's left-footed, but he's not like Thibaut Courtois that he's sad. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
whacking it into
Yeah,
the
yeah.
opponent, bro. Like, what are you doing, mate?
Like a chota
Oh.
bacha. Fucking idiot. Anyways.
Prediction.
So,
Yeah. So
Aekavin, you can go first, bro.
you go for just give us a
Sweden.
short okay. Narrate.
Sweden 2-1.
Karun. Sweden 2-0.
I was gonna say it for you.
What is he? What was with the 2-0, bro?
This is what is meaning the 2-0s. One of them have to be correct, right?
Yeah.
One of the
100%.
2-0s have to be a 2-0.
100%. Like,
Yeah.
hopefully my Spain.
Except
You're
the last game,
Netherlands.
you didn't predict
Yeah.
2-0. Except the last game, you didn't go for 2-0. You should go for 2-0 in case.
Because that's England, Germany, though.
Yeah.
1-0.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But still a
Every
clean
game
sheet, still a
2-0.
clean
Still a
sheet.
clean
to the-
sheet. Still Jordan Pickford
Yeah.
picking
Every
balls
game's a clean
out.
sheet.
Yeah. England still clean sheet so far.
Yup. Anyways,
And just before we wrap up and end the show, guys, now I got this whole time I got the predictor up
yeah,
on my
yeah.
right side, and I literally selected the teams that we predicted to go through.
Yeah.
Hear this out, yeah? Because since we won't be back up until probably to preview the finals now, maybe we'll come out for the semis. Let's see. because the games are coming through thick and fast now.
Yeah.
So it's hard for us, literally. So there might be a 2 days break in between. That's when we will find time to come.
Yep.
But guys, just straight up, who's gonna win? Okay. So quarterfinals now. First one, it's your team, Aekavin. Portugal, Italy. Aekavin, just one word. Which team? I know that. Karun. I'm kidding. Portugal, Italy, bro. Who's going through?
Me or Aekavin, right?
Yeah. As a Portuguese fan.
Uh,
Who's going to the last four, bro?
Italy
Semi-finals.
Italy are my second favorite team, so I will not feel bad if Portugal get knocked out. I like Italy as my second team, so
Yeah, but just one team, bro.
I'm going.
We're not proving this.
Italy are finally going to lose their first game in
Ooh.
2 years.
Okay.
2-1.
Karun?
Portugal.
Yeah.
Italy. I won't give a score because
Nice.
it's always gonna be.
Yeah, I'm not doing score as
Yeah.
well. Because we're only doing score around 16.
Yeah.
For me, sorry, Kevin. I'm gonna side Kevin there, the Italians.
They're
Sure.
too good.
Oh man, and this is what I was talking about earlier, guys.
No, I mean like
It's
Netherlands
France against France against Spain.
Ooh.
Man, if we top the group, we would play Ukraine, and then by now it's between England or Germany for Spain, which is still tough. And imagine watching England and Spain. For me, it's gonna be a madness, right?
Yeah.
Both teams that I support, but unfortunately, we finished runners up. So here we are playing against France. I know what you guys are gonna say. You can say it. I'll go Karun first this time.
I will. I'm sorry, but I'll have to go with France this time, man.
Aekavin, I agree, bro. Aekavin,
France again. Sorry.
my
It's
team, Spain.
France again. Sorry.
Even if I side Spain, they are going through.
I'm sorry.
I mean, we're not.
France.
We can still say what we think.
What do you
backing the Spaniards? I'll be backing the Spaniards.
Like I said, I
I'll be
think
backing the
we'll be out this round against Croatia, if I'm being real. But I mean, we better not bottle it. But yeah, here's where we're going home, I guess. You know, the furthest we will reach.
I'll be backing the
will be-
Spaniards, but I think
We'll be in the quarterfinals. So for me, France as well. Next one, England, Sweden. England for all of us.
Yep.
I'm assuming. And here's the thing: Netherlands, Denmark, all of us.
Oh.
The Dutch, am I right? But again, it's gonna be a close game.
Tough,
Won't be an easy
bro,
one.
Very hard one.
Dutch.
But
and
for me, I'll start with this for the last one. Unfortunately, I'm sorry, Ericsson and the Danish fans
Sweden's gonna
and the whole
be-
team. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, but your journey ends here for me.
No, I
Netherlands.
think
I
Sweden might
agree.
actually get a result against England. I
All right,
think
bro,
Sweden
but it's
might
still
get a
me and
result.
Kroon England.
Yeah.
And
I think Sweden
England
might
got
do
Sweden
something.
in the World Cup as well, am I right? Was it
A
knockout
result does
stages?
not mean Sweden win. A result.
I'm
means
pretty sure
they
England
can
played
put it
Sweden
in
not that
the
long ago
quarters
as well
and
in the last major tournament.
England plays
I don't
Sweden
think
a
they
lot,
won, no.
bro. England
I
plays
don't- I
Sweden
don't
a
think-
lot.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't actually know. I don't think England will get knocked out, but
Like, I wouldn't be
think Sweden
surprised,
will
but
put in a performance to remember.
it's just
Wait.
saying one team now.
You didn't take Sweden? Hey, you didn't take England with us? We all took England, yeah?
No. I was just kidding. I mean,
Oh,
for
okay.
me, I think Sweden will get a result. They'll get a result, but that does not mean they'll win. I think England will get a 2-1 win, but it will not be easy.
You know
But
what?
it's gonna be
Just
a
for
tough,
fun,
tough 2-1 win.
we're only 3 games away from ending the tournament now. Semi-final and final. The fact that me and Kroon said Italy, I'm sorry, it's Italy against France, a repeat of the World Cup 2006 finals. You know, shout out Zidane, Materazzi. So guys, this is tough one, man.
It's like
Italians
one
against
word,
the
okay?
French. Yeah, Karun,
Italy.
Aekavin.
Italy.
I'm also Italy. So
Let's go.
you know, they're
I
the
think
finals.
Italy really convinced us.
And now, Karun, the game for you, England against Netherlands. So
What?
one word in the semifinals. That's why it could be Spain, bro. My team against your team if we're on this side.
Oh, imagine that during the semis and,
You've
Yeah.
got to do a watch along for that. You've got to do a watch along for that.
Hey.
So
But-
is it coming home? I mean, that'll be the question if they reach
Okay,
the finals.
I'll be
also,
honest.
you know,
You want me to be
against
honest?
the Italians.
Can be biased,
Yeah.
right? England. No bias. I see them beating.
All right. Aekavin.
Netherlands.
Damn.
Oh, I'm the tiebreaker, man.
This is where England goes home because semifinals. Remember what happened to against Croatia that time? They messed up. Almost swore there.
For me, I see where Karun is coming from when he's giving the second team his support to go through. For me, it's literally my second team, England. So I have to put them through, you know, because Spain's out by now in here by this round.
Mhm.
So
Yep.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if either team wins it. Honestly, it's so for me they're both level on par. There's the likes of France, Portugal, the Italians that are up there, and then maybe the Belgium right after them. And then for me, it's the Dutch and us, England. But then I agree with Karun. England plus I'm supporting them, so why not? Italy against England, guys.
Italy
Is it
again.
coming home? Yes or no, is it coming home?
Italy.
So it's not coming home from both of you. For me, it's not coming home as well. The Italians, champions of Euros 2020, being played in 2021.
Look how much we
it,
changed, though. We from what the first time
from finals is the repeat of the last one, France, Portugal.
And now we saw
last
everything.
Game.
But you know what? Well, I think Italy will go out next round because because you know what I mean, right? That whole phenomenon of everyone expecting them to make it.
They should beat Austria though, but after that, when they play Portugal or Belgium,
the World Cup is just next year, by the way.
And for us, they're playing against Portugal.
Don't forget that.
In December.
Yeah, it'll be in December.
They took out
our league will be on a pause, bro, in between.
Anyways, we got our job done today. We reviewed the group stage.
Winners.
Hey, sorry, we reviewed. Yeah, we did kind of.
Congrats to the Italian fans.
Yep.
We're not gassing you up, by the way, but yeah.
Come on, Italy. But Portugal first. Always.
Come on.
Yeah, good luck to all teams, by the way, man.
Good luck
Seriously,
to everyone.
man. All of us, man. All of us.
Hey, we all accomplished something. We all made it out of the group stage. Let's all be happy about that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep. And
thanks for coming on again,
Thanks for coming on, Aekavin.
No problem.
You're good man. You are.
Yeah, you're a great lad,
take
bro.
Over.
Okay.
Yeah, take over Nawab. I'm just kidding, Nawab. You can just join, bro. Be another member, man.
Yeah.
Or even as a guest, we said it, bro. Can come on anytime you want.
Anytime. All right.
You're one of us now.
We wrap up today's show. Thank you. Please like, share, subscribe. The name of our channel, Breed and Bleed Football.
It's gonna take you seconds only, guys. Just please help us like
and
subscribe if you're new to the channel.
Yep.
If you have subscribed already, then tell a friend to subscribe. Yeah, exactly.
Get us to 100 subs.
Yeah, before the Euros ends, man. Seriously.
By the end of the transfer
we're short by like 30 or 30, 40, I think.
By the end of the transfer window, at least.
Yeah.
We'll
before the new season kicks off. Yeah.
We'll probably reach 100 subscribers.
Thanks for helping us out, Aekavin.
All right, guys. Peace, guys. Good night. Please like, share, subscribe to the BDF name. Peace out.
It's coming home.
Yeah.
Nah,